So, we're going to start this again and help let edit it in YouTube. Welcome to Simulacra Studios presents Vampire the Masquerade Burn It Down. I am your storyteller, Scott, and these are my lovely players. McKenna's playing Cadence, James is playing Alex, and Mo is playing Willow. We're not doing this again. Madison will be returning to us after the break, and played by Dylan, obviously. But we're going to go ahead and get into it. So we're basically for right now we're leaving off where we keep picking up where we left off, which oh god, I just blanked on my own game. So yeah, Regan has gone into your room, Cadence, to kind of get some alone time. And yeah, Willow is you just left the Hilton, right?
Yeah, probably.
Still there, and Alex, I believe, was at the Haven as well. So we'll come in into Cadence's room.
Okay.
When you come back, you find Regan there, and she has found the revelations of the Dark Mother. Somehow she had important book sense, and she is in the process.
It was probably just sitting on Cadence's bed. She probably just threw it there when she was done with it. It wasn't hidden anywhere.
More than likely. So, yeah, and she is she's reading it pretty intently. It's not like taking over her brain or anything. Like, she notices when you come in, and she like finishes like the passage that she's reading, and then sort of closes it and says, "Well, this is fucked up."
Yeah, right?
But it also makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, which is even more fucked up. Like, it kind of pisses me off.
Okay. Why does it piss you off?
The idea that something that is older and more powerful than you or I is got its greasy little fingers all up in our lives doesn't do the heart a lot of good.
No, I hear you. From what I understand, it's kind of a pick your poison kind of thing. Like, that's just the way things are. I don't know. It's strange, but it's like, so I'm reading this, and I know it makes a lot of sense. Do you remember what I told you about time?
Something
about the rivers. I was really messed up at the time, but
yeah, that was when you were strung out. Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I remember you saying it. I wasn't really absorbing it.
Okay. All right. Well then. Okay. Well, I mean, it's still pretty much right. So I guess I'll just say it again. So you think about time like a river, like let's put that image in our head.
Right.
And when you're standing in it, it looks like the river runs one direction, and it's the only river, but that's not the real thing. There's multiple rivers, and they run at different rates. Sometimes they run backwards, and sometimes they spill into each other, sometimes they diverge, and then you have to abandon the whole idea of a flat plane and go with like more of a globe that has rivers all running through it, and that's really what like time is.
Okay.
Does that make sense now that I'm not high?
I can visualize it a little better, and also I'm not like super worried about you, so that helps.
Cool.
I mean, I'm still worried, just not like super worried.
So she holds up the book. This story is a part of one river.
Okay.
Like, it's the same river that you are mostly in.
Okay.
But
one.
Her? She's jumping in all the rivers.
Okay.
At least that's if she's who I think she is in terms of like the goddess, like we're taught. in Vivian's tradition, then it's bigger. Like it's way bigger than just this.
Mm.
But this is still legit.
Okay.
And it has
I think that makes sense.
it's
'Cause,
more
like,
it's more legit when we're in your river.
okay. All right. Yeah, no, because, like, with a person as old and, you know, if everything is 100% legit true and that as powerful as this Lilith lady is, it makes sense that she'd have her feet in a lot of streams, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I don't know. It's just there's a lot because like even in this, it's like she's a mother,
Uh-huh.
and like everything we know about like the big mother goddess is, yeah, she's cruel and she's powerful and she's strong and she will rain havoc down upon you, but she does love you.
Mm.
So all I'm saying is that it makes a whole lot of sense, and at the same time, I'm really scared.
No, that's I.
But
There's a lot to be scared of.
oh yeah, but it's also like if there is some ancient being that you can trust. I mean, I understand. I've been indoctrinated
Mm-hmm.
into like a goddess cult.
Mm-hmm.
Like I understand that. I like Vivian. I like what she says. I don't drink the Kool-Aid all the way,
Gotcha.
but it makes sense.
Okay.
And with what I've seen and what I've felt, I it's real tempting to take what she's offering.
Well, that is your call. I don't like it. I don't like any of this that's going on right now, but that's not specifically with you. So,
Yeah,
like, whatever you choose to do, that's your thing, and
I know. It's
I'll
just
I'll do
yeah, it's
I'll,
just the
I'll
thing.
do what I can to help you, but um yeah, I'm still trying to work this all out. I like just finished reading that tonight.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, and I'm not trying to like be like snippy about this.
Mm-hmm.
There is so much more going on than your petty little blood war.
We gathered. And yes, it's petty. I get it. That's what we people do. We're petty and we're vindictive. That's fine. Well, it's not fine, but that's just how it is and ideal. But
Because like
no, there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm actually I actually finally got to talk to someone with the wolf chicks, so I'm gonna talk with them about it, and not looking forward to that.
cool. They're they know a lot more about the real world. Like they have their version of what's going on, and it's a lot better informed than I think a lot of what you know in general.
Probably.
But
I
they
mean, me
still
personally, I don't know much, so I
they're
would.
they're as much as they know and as like clued into sort of the more bigger picture of reality. They're still incredibly myopic.
I will keep that in mind.
Like they're in the middle of their own little. Well, I don't want to call it a little war. I don't want to call it a petty war. But
They got shit going on. I get it.
it's still a war that kind of like dominates their entire existence.
Gotcha. All right. Well, so awkward question sort of veering aside here. Like, are you okay right now?
Yeah, no, reading always helps.
Okay. Cool. Do you want to stay for a little bit longer? Do you want to like?
No,
I don't.
no, I need to get back to the school.
Okay,
I was
I'll get you there.
I was in my room, and I'm pretty sure by now Vivian will realize that I'm not,
Okay,
and I don't want to worry her.
gotcha. Yeah, I will get you back. Just okay. Just try not to pay too much attention to how you got here. I try to keep this place or the place that I stay and the places that
No, I get you.
people.
No,
Yeah,
I get you. I mean, if you really
it's
don't,
safer for everyone that way.
if you don't want me to know where we are, I can call in a favor.
No, it's fine. I'll just like, you know,
Bag over your head.
I'm
It'll
not.
be fine.
Just like close your eyes or something. I don't know.
She just kind of blinks a little bit. She pulls out a cell phone and like starts texting sending a text, and says, it's fine.
Okay.
And then she like her phone vibrates and like just keeps vibrating, and she says, "All right, well I'll see you later." And she
Okay.
pushes a button and disappears.
Fucking dope. Your friend is fucking cool.
Magic. Cadence opens her door and walks out into the common area and then just shouts. She doesn't even look to see if anyone's there, but if someone is, great. If someone isn't, well, she's shouting loud enough to be heard in other people's rooms, just like, gonna go get a snack. Bye.
I believe Alex is the only one still there at the moment.
Be safe. Bring back some cleaning products.
Oh yeah.
She
Bring
just
back some comments.
hunches over, shoves her hands in her pockets, and walks out and slams the door.
And when she
Okay.
slams the door, Alex is going to kind of look forlornly and say, I can't be the only one who's seen true romance.
All right. So yeah, Alex, you are alone in the Haven. Madison has headed out. He's still out, I believe, talking to the Tremere, was what he was doing when we last left him. So you are alone in the Haven, Alex.
Okay.
What is your agenda? What are you up to?
So I'm going to be spinning, with what is coming, with what I know that I have to do. Alex is, obviously Alex is the last person in the world who is going to be like, we shouldn't kill the guy who has tortured me most of my existence. He's very much for the killing of this guy,
Mm-hmm.
but the implications are still pretty rough here. I mean, it's still,
It's a form of patricide,
yeah. So what he's going to do is he's going to be spinning, and he's going to be listening to the music that he's making, and he's going to try to go into that trance that he is able to put himself into, and he is going to sort of put it out there to the universe that he's basically he's trying to ask I can't ever remember my sister's name.
I did have her name.
Yeah, we
I think
had
it was
it.
Eliza. Yeah.
So he is going to basically put out there across the web, Eliza, are we doing the right thing?
Okay. Give me what's a good roll? Hold on. That's not the one with the character sheet in it. I'm a little sad that they took away the empathy skill.
Yeah,
I love the empathy skill.
it was such a great catch-all for social.
Indeed. Give me let's go with a wits insight then.
Okay. Oh, that's a pretty decent roll for me.
Make sure to include your hunger.
Yes, which I should do something about soon.
Yes.
I get 2 successes.
2 successes. You send that out, and a few moments go by, and you're spinning and you're in your trance mode. So you've got your colors are up and about you in your head at least. And like someone reaching in and taking a paintbrush, those colors are taken up and then start to swirl around in a much more painterly form. And they sort of paint this 3D encompassing swirl around you. Ever tightening, not in a sort of a hostile way, just more in a embracing way, until you are surrounded by this tangible swath of color that just holds you in a comforting embrace.
Okay. He is going to, sort of allow that to be his answer, and he is going to spin that into the music that he's playing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's finally gonna totally make peace with what they're doing.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. So you yeah. What's the how does that sound? What does that music sound like?
So I think the intro is going to be probably pretty intense. It's going to be it's going to have a sort of like a discordant and frantic build up, and when you expect, because generally in this form of music it builds up to this sort of fever pitch and then something changes, be it with a bass drop or something else. But instead of it dropping and getting more frantic, when it gets to that fever pitch, it's going to relax, take a step back, and fall into this very soothing sort of trance music, and just be like, so it's almost going to start like a dubstep song, but when you think that the bass is going to drop, instead it drops into house trance.
I dig it. So Willow, you are able to extricate yourself from the Hilton.
Was I able to get the information I needed?
The way you resolved is that he's going to work on it and get back to you.
Taking L's. All right. Cool. I'll go back then. I have another outfit that I need to burn. At this point, I won't have anything left.
So you're heading back to the communal haven?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you come back, and you come back in the midst of this this trance music that it seems to be like a new piece that Alex is working on. You haven't heard it before, but it's like walking into a very soothing, kind of calm environment.
Yeah, I need that. That's actually what she needs.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, okay, I'm gonna go take that outfit off and throw it in a trash bag. Just come out holding it, arms with like length away from me. And I just into a trash can. Sounds pretty good.
So when you speak to him, his face will turn towards you, and you'll see that there's like a call almost over his eyes, like this sort of, he's not here right now. But after a second, he'll sort of come back into the presence. Like, he'll see you, and he'll kind of nod his head as he looks at you, and he'll start spinning like little bits and pieces that he knows you really like into it. And he'll say, yeah, I wrote it for you.
Cool. What are you gonna name it? Please don't say anything sarcastic and hurtful, please. I don't need it right now.
No, I don't know yet. I don't think the song has told me what its name is yet, if that makes any sense.
It doesn't.
Cool.
I have to compose some passive-aggressive text messages, so I'm gonna get my computer and sit out here with you. Where's Cadence?
She said she was going to go grab a snack, I think.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So she has no idea, like, her friends came, like, teleported in here at all. Like, that was no concept
Yeah,
that
no,
that occurred.
that was not happening when you were here.
And I'm not the one who's most likely to tell you that either.
Exactly. So, yeah, no, I get my computer and I come out and I'm just like, okay, yeah. Let me compose. I'm composing in my head a string of clingy, passive-aggressive, but like not really texts that I'm gonna send all at once.
Mm-hmm.
Because the sheriff thinks I'm his girl, and it's so great. I love this.
Nice.
Oh, I am, but not in the way he wants, and it's wonderful.
Indeed. So who are these texts to?
Oh, they're for him.
Oh, they're for him. Oh, fantastic.
He's about to get the you wanted Willow. You wanted her to love you.
Oh my.
And so get ready. You had no idea what the fuck you were asking for, motherfucker.
I'm all down with that.
I'm gonna ask if there's other girls. I'm gonna ask what his relationship is like with the prince. I'm gonna be like, there isn't anything there, is it? He fucking thought he wanted this. He thought he wanted this so fucking bad.
That's delightful. Give me. I'm gonna make you roll for this.
Please.
Can
I ask Alex for help?
Absolutely. I want a manipulation academics.
Oh God.
Alex, you can help. If you have academics, you can give her a bonus die.
I have no academics. Can I use performance?
Yeah, I'll let you use performance.
That's a little bit better for me.
Yeah.
All right.
And then Alex can chime in with like some actual creative writing.
Yep.
Oh hell yeah.
No, you don't want to say
3.
Who is that bitch right there. You wanna.
It's
Nice.
more like I want to insinuate like that if like there were to be someone else, I would be so devastated. I'd be gutted, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then like just wild, baseless, because I know there's no way that it's the case, but I just want to like throw the accusation out there.
Wild, baseless accusations, absolutely, yeah. I'm
like
down.
If he had a dog, I'd kill it. Like I've already done that before.
God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
like
my.
I'm ready. Fuck.
This is
that's delightful.
my favorite version of you.
I've done that once before, and I didn't kill the dog, but
you can stop. I don't need to know
took the dog.
Okay.
Okay, you don't want to hear about it?
No, I don't. Yeah, we're good.
I sold the dog and told him I killed it.
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
Just gonna tell me anyway. Neat.
Yeah.
Cool.
I just felt like she just keeps going. I just felt like he loved the dog more than me. And it's not like he said that. It's just like I got the feeling that if questioned, he might.
Oh, so you didn't ask.
I just felt it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like in my bones.
That's exactly the most appalling thing you possibly could have said. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, in this moment. Yeah, I'm sure it'll get worse later.
It wasn't one of my best moments, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, of all the things, I think I probably regret that. That's pretty high on the list. I mean, I didn't hurt the dog, I just said I did.
So, Willow, while you're typing away and explaining these terrible things about yourself, you get a message on one of your like dummy accounts that you have, like just to keep track of things, and it's one of the ones that you've entered into basically like tracking on a PO box that you maintain.
Oh yeah.
And you get a message that a delivery has been made to that PO box, and it's not. You weren't expecting any delivery coming into that vector.
Yeah, she's like, huh.
What? What's anything
No, I
less
guess
terrible?
I just. Oh, about the dog.
Oh no,
Yeah.
just anything less terrible than this conversation that we're having right now.
Oh, I could change the subject if you feel uncomfortable talking about my past.
Oh no, it's fine. I was just wondering if something interesting had happened to you.
Yeah, no, I just got an. I guess I just got a package at a place I don't usually get any packages. I might go pick that up. That's weird. Oh no, I'm
Would you like?
inherently suspicious.
Yeah. Would you like company?
I don't roll anywhere by myself because it makes me sad and uncomfortable. So yeah.
Right on.
Will it be okay that we're not taking Cadence?
I'm sure she's fine. She's fine. She's
a big girl.
Very big girl.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, not like very. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell her such a very big girl is.
So you guys head out to the UPS store where this post box is. In the meantime, Cadence.
Yes.
So you are out getting a snack.
Yes. She is at Hunger 3 and
my.
is still very frazzled by that entire conversation with and sudden appearance of Reagan
Mm-hmm.
in the Haven, and she couldn't like really do anything to help Reagan at the time, and the idea that this bitch calling herself Lilith is, pulling the puppet string. She's feeling very like out of control right now,
Mm-hmm.
and she needs to feel in control. And the hunger isn't helping that at all.
Almost certainly not.
At all. So she's probably like, now that she is away from everyone, is probably sort of like looking just a little bit, angry or slightly more feral than she normally does.
Mm-hmm.
And is like, she's looking for someone, not that's necessarily an easy meal, but someone that, she can sort of herd, if that makes sense.
You want to
see.
struggle.
I don't want to struggle. I want control. That's
Okay.
different.
Gotcha.
Okay. Give me a. It's definitely going to be a streetwise roll to find this this particular thing, but give me a resolve streetwise.
Resolve and streetwise. That is a decent roll for me.
Make sure to include your hunger.
Oh, yes, of course. All
Gotta have
three
that
of them.
hunger.
That's 3.
3 successes. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, you you come upon it looks like it's a parked van that's down an alley, and it looks like when you're able to look in through the windows, and you're able to tell that this is a van that is someone's house. Like it has like the modifications to have a basic living quarters in the back of it. So, and it's pretty deep into the alley. So whoever this person is, they pulled in so that they wouldn't be bothered or seen from the street. So you think that you can be in control if you can get in this van and do what you need to do.
Okay. She is. I imagine the Haven has like a set of keys to it, right? Like
Yeah.
to the front door. She's going to take one of those keys. She's going to probably be quiet and try to sneak because she's not sure if this person is like awake and alert or whatnot. What she's going to do is she's going to drag that key along something, whether it's the car or a dumpster, something that's going to make like a loud like scream.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Try to get the person to come out to see what's up.
All right. Yeah. I mean that's pretty easy to do. Um, yeah, there's you see the van sort of jostle after you do that, and the back door opens a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and give me a Dex stealth roll, please. I'm assuming you
Will
don't want
do.
to be immediately seen.
Oh no, she does not want to be immediately seen. Dex and stealth. That is the same pool. 3.
Okay, yeah, you position yourself so that you are not seen at all.
Mm-hmm.
As this person, it's a man.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he opens the door a little bit more, and he kind of like pokes his head up the top of it, so he's trying to get a good view from his position, and he's sort of just looking around the alley to see what's up.
Okay. Is there something on the ground next to her, like a rock, piece of trash, something?
Yeah, there's a decent sized rock.
Okay, she's
Bit of
going
paving
to toss it so that it is landing like opposite her, where he can look to see if something lands, like
Okay.
if it makes a noise.
Go ahead and give me a dexterity athletics.
Okay.
One success. You lob it, and it's not particularly artfully aimed, but you do get it across in the general direction of where you want it to go, and he certainly does take notice of that. And he, you see him like open the door a little bit wider, and you see the beam of a flashlight go out into where you were the rock was,
Mm-hmm.
and he's looking around.
Okay. So she's going to try to like move around where she can like actually try to like get a good pounce on him.
Okay. So yeah, you actually think like your probably best bet is to get under the van, which you're pretty small and it's a pretty big van, so you're able to like while his attention is focused, you drop, and you think you're able to you can probably get him at his ankles like.
Oh yeah, that sounds good. So she's gonna like grab and like if she can like is he out of the car or is he like
He's got 1 foot out of the car.
Alrighty, she is going to reach out and grab it and pull down as hard as she can.
Okay. Give me a dex brawl, please.
Okay. Two.
Yeah,
No,
you
three.
get 3.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, you get a good grip on his ankles. You pull him down out of the car and onto the street. The flashlight clatters to the ground, and he starts hollering like bloody murder.
Okay. Alrighty. She likes that sound, but someone might notice that sound. So she is going to try to pull herself over the top of him so she can get a hand down on his mouth, and actually if she could get like pull her scarf off and try to like gag him, that would be amazing.
Okay, that's going to be another dex brawl. I'm going to give him a roll.
Oof, fancy. This is gonna come back to bite me later, guys. I swear.
Okay.
But that's 5.
5 successes.
Yeah. No crit, but still 5.
You are in the middle of a pretty down and out street brawl with this guy.
Yes.
He as soon as like he identifies that he's in a fight, like he stops making noise, and starts like counter grappling you, and he's pretty strong. Like you're like now that he had like now that like the initial like adrenaline surge has gone through him,
Mm-hmm.
like you can tell this guy knows how to throw down because
That's fine.
and you neither of you gain an advantage in this situation,
Mm-hmm.
but you can tell that this guy's no slouch.
Okay. All right. In which case, she's not gonna beat around the bush. If she could entirely subdue this guy, great, just on her own. But you know, she also has teeth, and kiss will do that just fine.
Indeed, it will. So you're gonna do a bite.
Yes, I am.
All
And
right.
just for the extra kick of it, she's gonna do Eyes of the Beast as she does it, so he can
Oh,
see
boy.
her eyes glowing.
Fantastic.
Ooh.
All right. Well, that'll affect his roll, but that'll be another Dex brawl to secure the bite.
All right, and since we are now like
Mhm.
going at it together, can I add my grappling
Sure,
specialty?
you can.
Thank you. I need one more. This is definitely coming back to bite me later. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and that has just a normal crit.
Okay. Yeah, you twist him around. You get him off of his center of gravity. You get him. You get past his guard. I don't actually do any like jujitsu or anything, but I have enough friends who do. So the terminology has entered my head through osmosis. Yeah, you get past his guard. You get your fangs into him. He's well and truly spooked by the glowing eyes.
Yes, she loves that. She loves that sweet, sweet fear taste.
So there's that spike of fear that colors the kiss and the resonance and the blood. But the fight goes out of him after just a couple of seconds of your teeth in his bloodstream. So yeah, you have him at your mercy. You're able to like drag him underneath the van. So there's no chance that anyone will see him. And you are able to slake your thirst. How much hunger do you get rid of?
Let me see here. She's in a. I'm actually, I'm just gonna roll to see what happens because
That's going to be resolve composure.
Yeah. Because on the one hand, would she want to kill him? No. Would she necessarily be paying attention? I don't know.
It depends on her.
Ooh.
Yeah.
She's real distracted right now. I can obviously see her just losing herself in this particular sensation.
Okie dokie.
But she got 2 successes, so I guess she lets him live.
Yeah, you are able to control your indifference and your the bestial urges of the beast of your hunger, and you leave him with enough blood to keep him going.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then what do you do with the body?
She's going to pick him back up, put him in his van, put the little lock into lock position, shut the door, so when he recovers and wakes up, he's just going to be real confused.
Do you lick the wound?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay, just wanted to notice. All right, yeah. So considerably less hungry, you can go on your night. Alex and Willow, you guys head a couple blocks down to like I said, it's a UPS store. Open late.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull I'm gonna pull an Alex Mars, and I'm gonna pull like a hoodie down.
Okay.
I'm gonna, and like as I do it, I'm just like, oh my god, twins again. It just doesn't end tonight, does it?
I always knew that we were going to be brother and sister at some point, so it's perfect.
Like as she gets out of the car, she's like, yeah, yeah, it took me a while to come around, but I think I'm there. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Closes the door and leaves him in there for a minute.
All right.
Opens
Yeah.
up her PO box.
Yeah, your PO box it's easy to access. It's you don't have to like there are some of your boxes that you have that like
A lot of boxes.
You have a lot of drop points. Some of them are like of the rating that requires a degree of security. This one, it's basically a letterbox. So you can just open it with your key without having to like interact with anyone.
Yeah.
And there is a pretty normal looking envelope just sitting in the box.
Cool. I'll pick that up. Close my box.
Okay.
Take it back to my car. Be like, let's go.
Yeah. When you take it, and once you have it in the car, once you're in more of a sort of a more enclosed area, I would like for you to roll me wits and let's go with awareness.
Oh boy. Oh boy. This isn't a great roll for me. 1.
One success.
Yeah.
There's a scent to it. It's familiar, but you can't place it. It's not an unpleasant odor. It's definitely a perfume of some sort, but you can't place where you know it from.
Because I'm driving, I hand it to Alex. And I'm like, "Hey, can you open that up as I'm pulling out?"
Sure, I totally open it.
Okay. There are 2 pieces of paper in the envelope. The first one is a handwritten piece of paper. It simply has a few words written on it. It says, "Complications have arisen." And it's a very, very artfully flowing script that, Alex, you have no recollection of or don't understand. The second is a printed out piece of paper that contains what looks like the transcript of a conversation. A conversation I am going to read out to you.
Cool.
So is it when you said that I don't have a recollection of, so is it that I don't recognize the handwriting, or I can't read it?
You don't recognize the handwriting.
Okay, cool.
Ian Carfax. So
Ooh.
this is the like the name is written in bold and there's a colon and everything.
Yeah.
So when I say a name, that's what I'm talking about. Like, anyway, all right.
No problem.
And this rising of faith is most disconcerting. More and more our young are turning towards the esoteric in these troubled times. We are losing our hold on our message, and it's being replaced by the messages of worship, prostration, and faith. Diana Inandaza. The ministry must be having a field day. Ian Carfax. Look, we're dealing with the fallout of our rightful choice to no longer extend our protection to the anarchs, pulling back on our use of technology. Diana. And whose fault is that, Ian. And by doing so threatening our masquerade. No mention of the anarchs are filling the power vacuum left by the Sabbat. Along with that, not to mention the anarchs are filling the power vacuum left by the Sabbat. Along with that, the ministry, or whatever they're calling themselves now, turning anarch, and a handful of our number getting caught in the Paris bombings, we've lost domains to the so-called Second Inquisition, and there's even talk of a new death cult forming. Reports are unclear. Might just be the Giovanni acting up again. The promise is close to ending. Diana. Yes, fine, all right, we get it. Must you whine on? We are all aware of the shifting sands, one thing at a time. The question is what to do about these new faiths rising up. Ian Carfax. Many of them aren't exactly new, are they? Some of them have been around for some time in the shadows. That's an even greater indicator that we're losing our hold. The ministry will leverage this like they leverage everything. So many of our elders have been called away. Surely some of you have felt it as well. There is a long period of silence. Lucinda. It is hard to deny the power of old blood. I can see how often they become objects of worship. Ian. You sound like you might know something about that. Lucinda. I've had dealings with the Mithraists, the cult of Mithras, yes. Ian. Dealings, yes. We are wasting our time. What are we to do about it? How do we stem this tide so that we can deal with all of our other challenges? We must be seen as the tower we have always been, gleaming in the night. Lucinda, we do nothing. Ian, what? Lucinda, you must be... Lucinda, put a call out to the Archons. Tell them not to waste resources on stopping any religious gathering should they not be working actively against the traditions of the Camarilla. Put a moratorium on the collection of the Book of Nod, Revelations of the Dark Mother, and any other such documents that survived into these modern nights. We will not deny the existence of the ancient ones, how can we? But we will not support the idea either. Ian, explain. Diana, can you not see it? We must run ourselves ragged trying to stem this tide, as you say, but we will do as we have always done. We can use it, can't we, my dear Lucinda? We can use these faiths, these little religions, as a mortar to help shore up the cracks in our beautiful tower, like Japanese kinsakuri. Lucinda, yes, I have seen firsthand how faith can bolster a domain. With enough influence over these faiths and cults, we may be able to fashion them into a cudgel against the ministry. Perhaps we should look into the idea of adopting an official religion of the Camarilla in these coming nights. Use the kind's idea of separation of church and state, but maintain a steady hand on it. See it done. Now we should discuss the situation in London. And the transcript ends.
So, since she's driving, I'm reading this to her,
Mm-hmm.
and
I would like both of you to make an intelligence politics roll, please.
yeah,
To recognize those names.
Was that in one of the books, or did you write that? That was
That
awesome.
that is in Cults of the Blood Gods.
Holy shit! I peed a little.
Oh.
3. Yeah, that's 3.
Okay.
Oh shit. 2.
2. Yeah. Both of you recognize the name Lucinda. It's hard to not know that name, even amongst the Anarchs. That is the recently named Justicar for Life of the Ventrue clan.
They're
And
doing Justicars for life now. Oh, okay.
for the Ventrue, at least.
Oh no.
And although Willow, you can't say for certain of what clans. Those other two are Justicars as well.
So
Cool.
he's gonna read, and he's gonna kind of like he's not going to overtly indicate that he knows what those names are for a second, and then he's gonna finish his little read through, and he's gonna look calmly over at Willow, and he's gonna say, "Willow, darling, why are you getting internal memorandums of discussions that happened among the Justicariat of the Camarilla?"
As I come to a stop, like a stop sign, I stop hard when I come to that stop sign. Like the whole car just like back and forth really badly. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's more or less exactly what I said. Only I included a question in what I said, which is, why are you getting this? And from whom?
Oh, well, that's clan bullshit. 1. 2, I guess I'm not getting the fucking Archon I wanted. Fuck me. Shit.
Getting the... Okay.
What?
My mother always used to say that I would do this. I have to stay calm. I have to breathe. Getting the Archon you wanted?
I'm just saying that if there's bullshit, an internal investigation would be nice, but they're not going to waste the fucking resources. Fuck. Whatever. Oh my God, I'm so pissed. I'm so angry right now.
You're angry. Do you understand the implications of what I just read?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. Are you talking about in regards to me or in regards to, like, Atlanta or in regards to the Camarilla?
In regards to the world, really.
Oh, yeah, no. That's super fucked. Yeah, Cam religion. Oh, yeah, that's super cool. We're just gonna...
Also, they've known all along.
About what? Oh, yeah, well, of course they... Come on. I didn't mean to slam on the brakes. I'm sorry.
No, that's actually fine. My head bouncing off the dash really cleared me up a bit.
She just keeps driving. She's just like, oh my god, son of a bitch. I was really gunning on that. I was really gunning on an internal investigation. It's not gonna happen. They're not worried about cults. Fuck.
I have so many questions that I don't even fucking know what the questions I have are.
Write them down. She stops hard at another stop sign. She's just really angry.
Who are you?
What do you mean, who am I? What are you talking about?
Normal, everyday neonate anarchs don't get communications between Justicars.
I mean, I was talking a little bit with Victoria Ash. You know that. I think.
Guess I just didn't realize you guys were bosom companions.
Oh, that's not how that works. No Toreador is a bosom companion with anything.
I thought you were sort of my bosom companion. It's not important. Anyway,
We're not. No, I mean, yeah, but no.
Is this the sort of thing that I'm not supposed to tell anyone else or something?
I think I might have mentioned it to Madison. Let me think.
If I recall correctly, this
think I
this
did.
little maneuver was done specifically to thwart or go around the
no, I
back
think
of
it was.
Madison.
No, I don't think I did. I think I mentioned I was talking to Victoria Ash, but I don't recall saying specifically why. I wanted some pressure. I wanted a little bit of pressure on the cam from themselves.
Okay. So
asked for a
there's
little bit of pressure.
Yeah, there's pressure.
No,
Yeah.
no, the pressure's gone.
No, it's huge amounts of pressure, actually. They're going to form a new religion. And this is interesting. Did you catch that apparently the new Camarilla War, their target is the ministry?
That's interesting to me, because you figure that's like, not to be rude or anything, but that's like small fish, yeah?
That's what I figured, that the ministry would be small potatoes. But apparently not.
I wonder if the ministry would like to know
potatoes. I bet the ministry would be absolutely agog with this knowledge, yes. Though I assume that they already know. However, this letter is something that any number of people would pay a lot for.
Yeah, it really is, isn't it?
So you guys get back to your haven. You pull in around about the same time. Cadence, I'm assuming you're heading back to the haven as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you guys returned to the haven pretty much at around the same time. And
Hi, Cadence.
Cadence is less hungry, still not in a great mood. She just sort of waves at you both, walks in to the Haven's common area, and flops face first into Willow's beanbag.
And Alex is going to go and flop face first beside her.
You want to hear the juicy gossip we just got? I'm saying it's juicy gossip to downplay how serious it is.
I guess.
Yeah, so the cam is like gonna start endorsing cults. That's pretty fun. Yeah, super crazy. Yeah.
No. That's not what that said at all. What that said is they're going to create their own religion.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
To fight the ministry.
Yeah.
The fuck?
And they're going to overtly explain to their neonates that they should be fucking worshipping the antediluvians.
Yeah. Man.
There is not enough space in my brain for that right now, or for anything for that matter.
I can't wait to tell Madison. He's gonna fucking blow his fucking top. He's gonna fucking lose it when he hears this.
I don't understand, though. It's something that doesn't make any sense to me. How is this... they're doing this ostensibly to bully up their war effort against the ministry, but Sabat is going to fucking lose it.
Yeah. They're gonna
The
fucking lose it with anything that Cam does.
No. The Cold War is over. If the Camarilla starts to officially worship antediluvians, the Cold War with the Sabat is over.
Yeah, but didn't they all fuck off to who the fuck knows where?
Not all of them, clearly.
Yeah, well. But, like... I mean, granted, I don't know the context, but, like... Everyone... Well, maybe not everyone, but... A good number of people understand, me being one of them, that... You know... Religion is just for fucking making people do shit, so... If you actually believe that the Cam head honchos actually put any stock in this bullshit, not just trying to corral the masses, like...
No.
There's no way they're
both?
sincere about that.
There's a very important line in that letter. Very important.
Okay, then share it, because I'm just getting the Cliff Notes version from you guys.
So I pull the letter out and I show her, and I point out the line where she says, "We're not going to hide their existence anymore. How could we?" They are real. The Camarilla knows it, and they've always known it.
Okay. So we know they're real too. Doesn't...
Well, I've always known they were real too, because I was a fucking member of the Sabat.
Okay. So what does this mean for us? I mean, we know that... I mean, we've got a pretty decent handle on the Sabat situation down here. Not great, but at least we know the score.
I guess what it means, at least as far as I can tell, is that we are currently caught up in what promises to be the next evolution of the... Didn't there used to be a word for this? A word for vampires being at war all the time?
Jihad? I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was jihad, but then 9/11 happened, so they call it the eternal struggle. But I
Eternal
don't...
struggle, yeah.
The eternal struggle. Whatever.
No,
That
it's a
thing,
jihad.
what we hold grudges over, yeah, there doesn't need to be a fancy word for it. It's just what we do.
I mean, just saying it's petty is... I mean, it is, but it's like bigger.
Well, yeah, but like it's still bullshit. It
Yeah.
can be bullshit and not be petty.
When you say bullshit, what do you mean?
Like, I don't like, okay, so yes, I beat shit up, and I'm good at it.
Yeah.
And I'm okay going in and knocking around some can heads or some Sabat heads, like, whatever. Would I like to be doing this for the rest of my existence? No.
I guess that my
definitely.
concern is that these letters indicate that you, in fact, will be doing it for the rest of your existence and the rest of your existence like
Yeah, I am, and it's bullshit. That is what I'm not trying to trivialize it. I am just saying I don't like it.
Oh, no, I definitely don't like this at all.
So as you guys are going back and forth about this, you begin to feel the tugging of the dawn, pulling you back into a corpse-like state.
All right, I'm going to sleep. Give me my letter. I'm going to debate about how much I'm going to sell it to the ministry for. Give me some time. Fuck.
Right on.
I'm going to go angry sleep. I'm angry.
Okay. The day passes. I'd like everyone, as you rouse for the next night, to make a rouse check for me, please.
No. Please don't go up.
Okay.
It's almost like I never ate.
Oh boy.
No! I'm at 4 hunger.
Oh
maybe-
my.
Maybe you guys need to have like a little like party. Don't you have like buds, Alex?
I do have buds. I need to get my buds.
Maybe you can get some buds.
Yeah. So you return back into the land of the living. So Cadence and Alex, I hear that you guys got hungry. Willow, what about you?
I'm good.
No, you're good. All right.
I guess the blood of that sword guy has just been
it's
fucking
top tier.
exhilarating. Yeah.
Yeah. So you For the record, this is Friday night now.
Okay.
So the attack happens on Sunday. Yeah. So Alex, you wake up with the sounds in your head almost drowning out everything. You are driven. You're on that nice. You're basically on the DTs.
Shit.
You are raring to go. You got to get something in your system. Otherwise, you might start to feel feelings again, and who knows about what will happen when that happens.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna invite some of my musician friends over, and I'm going to try to feed.
Okay. So are you bringing them over to the New Haven? So
yeah.
So I will remind you of how this haven is currently set up. You have sort of this big, open, unfurnished warehouse space on the above ground level, and there is a secret entrance that leads into a speakeasy in the underground level, off of which there are private rooms.
Mm-hmm.
I believe, as previous discussions, you guys wanted to keep the underground very secret.
Mm-hmm.
And just not let people in there other than the coterie. But you can certainly invite them to the warehouse area, probably under the pretext of, hey, wouldn't this be a cool new venue? Do you want to help me check it out?
Yeah.
Like that seems like a DJ way of getting a bunch of ravers to a warehouse.
Yeah. Yeah, and definitely I'm going to do that, and when they get there, I'm going to have a little acoustic setup, and I'm going to be spinning some songs.
Okay.
I'm spinning the new song.
Oh yeah, new song. Cool.
Which I've now named "The Girl Arrives."
Oh my, I like it. That sounds good. I would like you then to roll the associated dice pool with your predator type.
Yep.
Which I believe blood bond, all this nonsense.
Yeah, I don't have it pulled up, but I'm the Osiris.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Just to make sure. Probably have a pretty good roll for it, but I want you to make that roll with those 4 hunger dice, so that something will go wrong.
So that I will definitely eat these fucking people.
We will have to see what happens. Where did that go? Hold on. There's an index for a reason.
I could. Whoa, God! I could walk over to the bookshelf and pull my
307. It's okay. I've got it in my hand.
You're a hero and a gentleman.
Indeed.
And I'm about to eat some DJs.
So that's going to be manipulation and subterfuge, or intimidation plus fame.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing manipulation and subterfuge.
Sounds good. And include your 4 hunger dice, replacing 4 of your normal dice.
Oh no! Here we go. All right, so 3 successes.
Okay. Anything fancy?
No.
Okay. So yeah, you set up a quick little checking the acoustics. Your people get good and jazzed, and some of them start pulling out some baggies of stuff, and they start to have like a little chilled out, just a chilled out, quiet, empty warehouse party. And after about an hour of listening to music and getting blitzed out of their minds, you are able to feed off enough of them to get your hunger down to 1, unless you want to murder one of them.
I definitely do not want to murder one of them,
Okay.
and so I will not.
Yeah. So that is easily accomplished. It takes a little bit. Willow and Cadence, what are the 2 of you up to?
Still composing those.
Okay. Yeah,
Still composing.
You occasionally get a response back Are you just composing, or are you
No,
sending them?
I'm composing them. These need to be perfect because they're going to be sent back to back like a fucking lunatic. And so yeah,
Okay.
they have to be perfect.
When are you planning on deploying these?
Oh God. Sometime early Sunday.
Sometime early Sunday. Okay, that's when you're getting them ready. Gotcha. So Cadence, what about you?
Cadence doesn't really know what to do with herself. She doesn't have anything specific she needs to get done.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just sort of probably just walking around the haven, obviously not sure what to do with herself because she just wants it to be Sunday. She wants to be that fucking attack.
Nice.
And right now she has no purpose, and that means she's thinking about things and ruminating on things, and it looks like she is like a wire that is ready to snap.
Okay. And I would just like to put something in everyone's mind that there is in fact a bug man hidden in a hole.
Oh,
I'm just reminding you of the fact of the bug man. You can put him out of sight, out of mind, but he's still there. So yeah. Okay, so you're running a hole in the carpet, running around.
Yeah.
Willow, in the middle of your composition, you actually get a message from Hancock.
Great.
And it says, "I've got your stuff," and he sends you a location that he wants you to go to.
Cool. Awesome. I'm gonna go get my shit, guys. I'll be back. You guys have fun.
Do you need someone to go with you?
I mean, she looks over at Alex, who is like busy, who is like in his scene, and is like, "Yeah, you can come.
Okay.
I just have to pick some stuff up."
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Come on, let's go.
So yeah, you guys. So Willow, are you driving, or how are you getting there to this area?
Yeah, I'm driving.
This is the location is in Buckhead, which is into the north of the city.
Okay.
But it is in Anarch territory.
Cool.
So yeah, you guys pull up to. It looks like a. Sorry. It looks like a small private art gallery.
Mm-hmm.
Near the. It's attached to. It's in like the lobby level of an office building, like a big investment firm office building.
Yeah.
So it's probably a place where they have corporate parties and all that. When you get there, there are a couple of guards at the entrance, just sort of standing in that prototypical, guardian of the bourgeoisie fashion.
Cool.
Do you need me to fuck them up?
I text Hancock. Is there a password?
He's couple moments go by, and it says they know to look for you.
Cool. No. They'll just let us in. Come on, let's go.
Okay.
So you approach the guards, and they don't make any motion or acknowledgement until you are right up on them. And one of them looks to you, Willow, and says, "You're expected." And then he just kind of like dead looks over to you, Cadence. With the
Hi.
with the "I don't know you, your name's not on the list" kind of expression.
She carries my bag. Do I get a +1?
He says, "One moment," and he does the earpiece thing, and mutters like, yeah, she's got someone else with her. Yeah, little rat looking girl. Yeah, no.
She like touches your arm like it's not true.
Whatever. I know what I'm about. I don't care what these fuckers say.
He says, she can wait in the lobby.
See, that means at least you get to come inside.
I don't know. These guys seem nice. Maybe I'll stay here and make friends with them.
Oh, that's true. You are a delightful character.
I try my best.
Please take good care of her, boys. I'd be devastated if anything were to happen to her. And she like moves to like be let in.
Yeah, they let you in. And one of them walks in with you. The other stays by the door.
Cadence is gonna lean up against the spot where the other guy was standing and just make the most annoying small talk.
Oh God, I love you.
What's the topic of the small talk?
She's gonna probably just like ask a lot of really needling personal questions about his job and his home life.
Okay.
Not that she cares, she's just like, I need to get under someone's skin.
Gotcha.
I need this.
Yeah, like what's your name? How you doing tonight? And then like slowly get into the
Make me a manipulation intimidation roll.
Okay.
God, that's so fucking funny.
I'm trying to think of the most annoying question you could ask a bouncer, but
Like, ask him about sports teams for a sport you don't think he cares about.
that, or like, are those
Because-
muscles real, or stuff
But
like
like,
that.
hey, stud, you work out? Tell me about that. You on the protein, man?
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 2. That's 2.
2 successes. I'm gonna make a roll for this guy because I think it's funny.
Yeah, I'm on the protein.
So yeah, you lobby some good ones his way, but he takes it in stride. He like, despite like the inherent antagonism of the situation,
Mm-hmm.
he gives you the impression that while you're not necessarily getting under his skin, he's not bothered. And he's not like this guy is not like throwing you any shade at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like he kind of seems like he enjoys it.
All right. Well,
He's a fucking professional. Fuck.
Yeah. So you guys shoot the shit for a little bit.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, inside the gallery, you come in to a sort of back administrative room. And 2 people are waiting for you. The first is Hancock, in his grotesque glory. And the other is another figure that you recognize, Mr. Brandon DeMoss.
Oh! Fuck. Okay, cool.
And they stand when you enter. It's a pretty decent sized like office room. It says, Miss Walsh.
Oh, Mr. Moss. I
Yeah.
wasn't expecting you. What a pleasure.
Oh, the pleasure is absolutely all mine, my dear. Our good sheriff here was sharing some information with me regarding your future.
Oh, yeah. I suppose that is the case.
I am so pleased to ask. And he says, by all means, Sheriff Hancock, give her what she is asked for. And Hancock pulls out it looks like a small jewelry box, like a really nice one. And he puts it in your waiting palm. You open
Thank you,
up.
Chief.
There's a thumb drive in it.
You're the best. Thanks.
So, given that we are to be welcoming you into our ranks shortly,
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to convey my condolences. Based off Mr. Sheriff Hancock's here, rather boastful way of describing how he's lured you into our esteemed association.
Lord is a very strong word.
Yes. Well,
I like to imagine I've been courting it for a little longer than that, but okay,
yeah.
fine. It's all right.
Let's say that. In fact, you know what? I would like this situation. I would like one of my clan. I want your entrance into our esteemed association to be unmarred by terrible insinuations.
Yeah.
What are your celerity powers?
Willow's, I think hers are at. She's at 3. She has rapid reflexes, fleetness, and blink.
Okay. I need you to roll a wits awareness for me, please.
Sounds good to me. Oof. 2 successes.
2 successes.
Yeah.
So you can tell. You begin to see the sort of the minute movements in his body that Demos is about to spring into action of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
And because you have rapid reflexes, you have a chance to act at the same. You get the chance to do something with the knowledge that he himself is about to do something.
Oh, see, now I'm like, okay, do I want to go like hard aggressive? Is hard aggressive too anarch, guys? I don't know.
Feels like the correct amount of anarch to me.
Yeah.
There's not enough time to tell what he's about to do. You can just tell that he is calling upon his own powers of the blood to begin to move and act very quickly.
I suppose if I feel like he is going to come up, I'm going because I imagine I'm armed like I always am.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm going to draw my weapon.
Okay, so you're drawing your
and
weapon.
Yeah, I think that is. I'm going to step backwards and draw my weapon.
Okay. So, in this moment, you are able to draw your weapon, step back a few paces, get into a firm firing position. Once you have quickly done that, Damas is suddenly behind Hancock and has shoved a long, jagged piece of wood through his chest.
Fuck.
All this happens literally within a blink of an eye, as you can still hear the sound of his last word echoing off the walls.
Okay, so Mr. Moss.
Damas. Thank you. He. Yes. I won't repeat the odious things he's said, but I cannot have a soon-to-be good-standing member of my clan implicated in such things. Plus, he's become a bit of a nuisance recently.
Fuck, can I keep him?
He smiles. He says, No. We're not permanently getting rid of him. However...
Oh, I wouldn't permanently get rid of him. I'm just really fond of him.
He says, How fond is he of you?
I imagine pretty fond of me. He better be.
He says, Can he be made fonder?
Yes. Of course.
He kind of... Hancock has gone, rigid, obviously, and is his bulk has prevented him from completely falling down. He's kind of like leaned up against the desk. Damas just kind of pushes him over so that he's on his back in front of you.
I'm super unwilling to kill him right now.
Just I wouldn't
But
allow
if
you
I
to
can
kill
keep
him.
him, I would love that. That nothing would make me happier.
This is unfortunately, as he has been a nuisance, as he has personally disgusted me, we do not have the permission, nor is it appropriate for him to either be destroyed or conveyed into your keeping. However, he is in a compromising position right now.
What's on the table?
This is, as I said, I'm not going to repeat the things I've heard him boast about.
Please don't.
Certainly not. But I will say you are in a perfect opportunity to turn the tables.
I'll take that.
He can be kept in this way until such time as any unfortunate situations have been able to fade. But he will be available to you should you wish to reinforce things.
Oh, Mr. Damas. That makes me so happy.
You are of the clan of the Rose, my dear. We treat each other with great courtesy once you're past the velvet rope. I understand you have something of an adventure planned for the weekend.
Oh, of course.
Of course, we can not be involved in any of that. But by all means.
Well, I suppose my Anarch days are soon to be behind me, so let me enjoy this last bit.
He steps aside, and he doesn't leave the room.
Fuck. Cool. Well, if that's straight permission to bleed into the sheriff's mouth, I'm gonna take it.
So his eyes are wide open. You know that a state kindred is still conscious, and he's not in torpor. So he's heard and seen all of this.
Yeah.
So
Well, I love him. Of course I want this. I want us to be together forever. Listen, he should he should have seen the crazy look in my eye. He should have known.
I think you played that perfectly.
I think I
Okay.
did.
Yeah.
So yeah, you are able to cut a palm or whatever else you'd like to proffer the blood into, and
Yeah.
cement that blood bond.
Yes. I'm revitalized. I love it.
This is when you're done. Damas says, "We'll be keeping him secure."
Even though he said some shit, please take good care of him.
Of course, he's a valuable asset. He just needs to be chastised.
She like pouts a little bit and is like, okay, I suppose.
He takes your hand, kisses it lightly, and says, "Unfortunately, I have business that I need to undertake."
Of course.
And you are escorted back out into the lobby. Cadence is they're just kind of shooting the shit.
Yeah, she actually probably. I imagine she's come to like this guy a little bit.
Yeah, he seems like a pretty okay guy. Like, you guys are on the top. Like, he's a Red Sox fan.
Good. All right. So he's a cammy bastard.
Yeah.
But he's at least a personable cammy bastard. So
Absolutely.
she's like, you know what? I'll take what I can get right now.
That's super funny.
So yeah. So while you guys head back to the Haven, we're going to take our break.
The long con, guys.
Indeed,
Oh my
indeed.
god.
All right. See you guys later.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, and we are back to Simulacra Studios presents Vampire the Masquerade: Burn It Down, and we welcome to the show Mr. Madison Faircloth, played by Dylan Coffey. How are you doing, Dylan?
I'm here now, which means I'm doing better than I was doing for the first half of the stream.
Oh boy.
I
So
missed you guys.
We missed you too.
So-
All right, time to die. Let's go.
yeah. So Madison has been a busy boy these past couple of nights. You've been working on your influence lockdown, which is 100% in the can. You have managed to have a meeting, very, very brief meeting with Nikki C. In regards to working together on this killing a motherfucking Sabat monster, which he's on board with, but he just doesn't want to interact with you for longer than it takes to just like say, yeah, my boys will go with you. With the clear indication that there's unfinished business betwixt the two of you.
I'll give him space to process his fifis.
Indeed. Well, dominating blood bond's a hell of a thing. Anyway, so and you have been sort of doing the influence and status dance amongst various kindred and mortal things to make this thing go off. So you have not been in regular contact with your coterie for a couple of nights. You've had a touchstone here or there. You hear from them that they have been engaged in activities in preparation, and things various fires are going off, but nothing that distracts you from what you need to do. So we're going to come in to Saturday early evening. Actually, no, sorry, mid-evening. Everyone do a rouse check for me, please.
Oh boy, it's like she never ate.
Hungry. Willow is hungry.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
I,
don't-
as always, am fucking fine.
Nice. So, your big action item, Madison, like the one big checkbox that has yet to be checked off, is securing your arrangement with the House Karna Tremere regarding those ritual items. And, he said Saturday, but you've been trying to touch base with this guy. You're not breathing down his neck, but you've been trying to touch base with him for the last couple of nights just to see if the wheels are turning. And you have not heard back from him or any of his proxies at all.
That's no
Yeah.
good.
And Saturday night comes, you're expecting the meeting to go down, some point this evening, and you're still not hearing anything. So you have been plying your trade, making contact with people, trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. You're talking to other anarchs. You're trying all the avenues that you can think of, and eventually you are able to pin down that you think you can get some answers out of Cleveland.
Well then,
Oh yeah. Fucking
Uh,
Cleveland.
which he's a pretty freewheeling guy. He'll meet you wherever you want to meet. He doesn't seem to be cagey or trying to avoid you. You let it be known that you want to meet him or talk to him in some way, and he seems receptive. It's just a matter of where and when you want to set up the meet, and if you want to bring your people.
They're doing their own thing. Cleveland and I are gonna meet somewhere towards the edge of our coterie's domain,
Okay.
but still technically within it.
Okay.
Just at like some place with a booth that we can just chill out
Sure.
in. Or
Yeah. There's a dive bar.
Very low key.
There's a dive bar near the edge that you can absolutely hit up. So yeah, you get a booth. You pay the requisite don't bother me tax to the waitress, which is hey. And maybe about 10 minutes after you've gotten the whole thing set up to your liking, Cleveland, the little dirtbag, rolls in.
Favorite punching bag in all
Oh,
of
yeah.
Atlanta.
He kind of does the rounds real quick. Like he looks around the bar, gets a beer, and then eventually slides into your booth and he says, "Hey, man.
How's it going, buddy?
Oh, business. What can I do you
Yeah.
for, man?"
So I'm gonna be straight with you because I don't have a lot of time. Have you seen it in any of the House Karna guys around?
Not in a couple nights.
Yeah, me neither.
You got something running with them?
Yeah, I mean, I'm into that kind of stuff sometimes. They got a lot of very interesting texts.
Yeah. I don't fuck with that. Like I know they're not part of the pyramid anymore, but my sire said that they did us dirty a while back.
I mean,
I just don't want to deal with that.
yeah, they're Tremere. I'm sure they did.
Yeah. I mean, I hate to tell you, bro, but I think you might be shit out of luck.
Why is that?
Well, apparently something's going down in New York, and Tran had to go deal with it, and he pulled him to go help
So
him.
the Baron's just in New York and didn't fucking let anybody know?
I mean, he let some of us know. I don't know. Apparently, there's something fucking going on, with some fucking Duskborn thing. I don't know. But yeah, man. Sorry, I'm sorry to tell you that.
Who else did he bring with him?
He brought the two warlocks, and he brought Scabby. No. He brought Tiny.
That's his fucking squad?
Be devastating if anything were to happen to Tiny.
I
So
don't know, man.
devastating.
He heard something. He got some message from one of the his contacts that I don't know about. But I know whatever it was, and he pulled him.
All right, man. Listen. I'm gonna be straight with you. If the Baron is up in fucking New York and his squad is a couple of Tremere and fucking Tiny, I'm a little bit worried about what's gonna happen to us down here if something goes wrong. So, can you please just tell me what the fuck he's doing?
I mean, if they're good Tremere, he doesn't have too much to worry about.
I don't know, man. Like I know that he heard that there was some business. There's interests of his and of the movement that they needed some backup. They needed some people with some pull in the movement and a little muscle and a little occult to push something through up there. You know that place is a fucking war zone, right?
Oh, I'm aware, which is why it's a little weird to me that he fucking rolled out on his own.
I don't
He
know.
didn't, get, I don't know, Nikki fucking C involved. He didn't get any number of other fucking
From
people
what
who
I
would be qualified and aren't the goddamn Baron.
apparently it's a thing that a baron needed to go deal with. Like the
Mm.
baron up, one of the barons up there called in some favors.
You don't think that's a little bit weird, Cleveland?
Yeah, it does sound a little bit weird, but it's also
Okay.
above my fucking pay grade.
Nothing's above your pay grade, bro.
Yeah, it is because I don't want that responsibility.
You're placing it above your pay grade, just
That
so
is
we're on the same
absolutely
level here.
100% what I'm doing.
Well,
Little.
Well,
all right.
I mean, I don't know if I can help you with any witch shit, but you need anything?
Nah, I mean, it's witch shit, so definitely not in your purview, broad as it may be.
Well, fuck.
Well, I appreciate you at least being upfront with me about this, and let's hope he, comes back with his shield instead of on it. The last thing we fucking need is
I
for
don't
him
know.
to get off
I
of New York
think
City.
the reading I got off of it was he was going up there like it was a flex. Like he's going up there to back up one of his bros, as it were, and hopefully it won't turn into a thing.
Scott, could I attempt some sort of role to try to piece together the feasibility of this and/or the possible identity of any people he's interacting with?
Yeah, go ahead and roll intelligence politics, and you can add your anarch status.
I guess I'll do that. That thing that I'm real fucking good at. All right. So I got, with a non-bestial crit, 6 successes.
Okay. You've heard some things out of New York recently, like that there was some big power play in the cam, that pulled in some anarchs, in their little fucking games. So it's feasible that they might have called in a favor and wanted somebody with the kind of clout that the Baron that Tran can pull, and whether or not he would need fucking warlocks with them
Yeah, both of
to
them.
pull that kind of boat. Yeah, both of them. That sounds dubious to you. Like, you don't think that Cleveland's snowing you on this? You think Cleveland's on the up and up, but you don't. There's definitely, and the timing of it
Yeah.
really, really rubs you wrong.
Cleveland, this whole thing fucking stinks to me. I'm gonna be real with you.
Okay.
Why would he need both of them?
I don't know, man. He just said he fucking needed both of them. Like, there's some high muckety muck Tremere bitch up there that was throwing her weight around.
Yeah, I heard about that.
But I don't know, man. I guess if you think it smells, then it might smell. But
I'm not getting onto you. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of processing this out loud.
no, I hear you, man. I hear you.
It's giving me the fucking heebie-jeebies if I'm being honest with you. Listen, just take care of yourself.
Cool,
okay?
man. Cool, yeah.
I'm gonna fucking figure out something else to do, I guess.
Okay. All right, man. Well, if you need anything, let me know. Movement all.
I mean, yeah, I appreciate it, and take a trivial for coming out here and meeting me.
He's like he like takes an insubstantial thing from the air and puts it in his pocket.
Perfect. All right.
So yeah, you yeah.
I'm going to their house.
What whose house?
The Tremere guys' house.
Okay. Yeah, you go to where you've met with them before.
Because there's two different places I've met them before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, they are in a pretty secure they're in a pretty secure building. And when you roll up, it's you see lights are off. There doesn't seem to be much going on there, as far as you can tell. If you like knock on the door or send a message, you get nothing.
Yeah. Fuck. Well, guess I don't owe him anything.
Yeah. Fucking
Fuck.
yikes.
Yeah. So at this point, Madison's just gonna basically head back home and send the rest of the coterie a message like, did we just? Yeah. Okay. The rest of the coterie message basically saying, hey, the Baron fucking skipped town with both of the guys who were helping me out getting prepared for the sermons, so we're not gonna have that.
Cadence texts back, he totally wants us dead.
Oh yeah, for
and
sure. 100% smiley face.
Then after a couple minutes, maybe we can ask mages? ... question mark.
Ooh, galaxy brain.
I respond, that is a categorically bad idea.
So you
I'm
guys
driving, so I
yeah.
can't text.
Madison will text back, I think that adverb is wrong, but I do agree in principle. I don't think they're going to be able to help us with this kind of notice, and certainly not at any price we can afford.
Point. I tried.
You can ask.
The other guys needed three nights to get enough ready for 3 people. So I can't imagine. I don't know. I feel like there's better shit we can spend our time on, right?
I'm very interested to know exactly how Tran knew that we went to them.
Well,
I will say that you guys can congregate at your haven.
Okay.
Rather than risk interception.
Fair enough.
Of your texts.
Sure. Well, so we know he's got Nikki in his pocket, and though we weren't explicit in talking to, or that we didn't tell Nikki that we was asking the Tremere for help, it stands to reason that if Tran knows we're looking for allies in this suicide mission, he might extrapolate or ask around and,
It
Burn
just
on his
seems-
own initiative.
Sure. It just seems like very bad business if the Tremere are making. But I guess everybody's sucking his magical dick or whatever, and
Yeah.
so they just do what he says.
They were getting a pretty fat payment from me, so they're either way in his pocket or he strong-armed both of them. Because he's out of
Oh.
state. He's in New York fucking city right now.
Yeah. So, what was the reason that we can't ask like witches again?
I mean,
What was
we
the reason?
can. I just don't necessarily think it's. I just don't think it's gonna go anywhere, honestly.
I always feel.
Doesn't she
very-
have a friend?
Hmm.
Don't you have a friend?
I mean,
Cadence?
I was just gonna say, hey, is this something you can do?
I mean,
I mean,
ask.
I don't. I'm
Get a
not gonna owe
quote.
anyone anything for asking.
Go for
A
it.
question.
I just,
Yeah.
if you want to do it, do it. I'm not saying like, oh, we can't do it. We're gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
I don't
No.
think it. I don't think anything's gonna come of it, personally.
I mean,
I'm
it's
sure-
just like
I admit to some
money.
trepidation about involving non-kindred in this matter, but if you guys think it's what's best, then that's what we'll do.
That is an unwelcome element of chaos in an already very chaotic situation. It's a good
Correct.
point.
Mm.
But hey, ask her. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No,
Worst
I'm
case
not gonna
scenario.
go to like the mages plural. I'm gonna go to Reagan and say, hey, do you
Yeah.
know of a way to do this?
You know, she
Oh,
fell
that's
on our
fair.
couch, so she owes us one.
She literally just started to exist where I already was. It was very strange.
Oh yeah. Mm.
what?
Oh, you-
My little sister got into some magey bullshit and it teleported her into our living room.
When
Oh
was
man,
this?
have you ever done DMT?
Oh, just before you walked in earlier. I forgot to mention it. Sorry.
Yeah, it was a couple nights ago actually. But,
Yeah. Yeah. It was when
What? Alex isn't there time.
yeah.
Why did nobody say? Why did nobody like mention it to me? That
Why didn't you
The
mention that you had an in? Oh, also, yeah,
oh,
Madison.
well, how about we keep that to ourselves, Alex?
How about, we
Deb-
told Candice.
Cadence.
Cadence. Have you ever tried
Um,
DMT?
No, I've never done DMT.
Okay. So
Fuck.
Let's move on then.
Yeah, no, Cadence is gonna send a text to Reagan saying, hey, do you know any anti-mind control stuff?
Fuck.
I'll get back to you on that.
Okay.
I'm
so-
definitely going to send a quick text to Madison saying, ask them about the letter from the Justicars.
By the way,
Get to
Willow,
that.
that thumb drive that you were given,
Yeah, I need to look through that.
yeah, it has a couple of things on it. It has about a half dozen video files, and sort of a 3D rendered map of the sewers of that area. And after you look at a couple of the video files, you can tell that this map was made by putting like night vision GoPros on rats, and just
I love it.
and sending them into that area. And you can, after a little bit of examination, like a couple of hours examination, you basically see that the situation is as good as it possibly can be for you. That sewer pipe that leads to that empty construction site appears to be the only thing connected to that building that could possibly be used as an escape route.
All right.
Hey, Alex.
Daddy can be good to me once in a while. Great.
What the? Anyway, that's somehow less upsetting than what I'm about to say. Alex,
What?
I know a lot of words that start with J. Is this the one you meant to fucking use?
Yeah,
What?
No,
Cool.
that's not from me. I don't know what you're talking about. That I butt dialed you.
Okay,
Yeah, ask him
sure.
about the
Where's the fucking letter?
I'm sorry.
Oh my
it's-
God,
I'm
Alex.
sorry. It's
I
important.
was going to get to it.
But okay, but we needed to get to it.
I mean, I was going to ease everybody into it. Fuck.
Nope, we're going in raw. Where is it?
Fine. Let me get it.
Well,
are
she's
driving me up a
doing
fucking
that.
wall.
Long story short, Victoria Ash sent her a letter saying the cams pretty much, either some mix of turning a blind eye to all of this elder worship and also like encouraging it as a way to control the masses. Sorry, I can talk tonight, I swear.
Victoria Ash is. Did she get a promotion while I wasn't looking?
What do you mean? I mean, I'm sure she has. Listen, it doesn't. It doesn't matter.
It matters a little.
It does not actually matter a lot at all.
Matters
But
some.
here's the letter. Here's the transcript. So you can read how there will be no internal investigation on the cult. So there's that.
So-
yeah. The cops found no wrongdoing in the case of the NYPD killing the shit out of a black dude. Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I was just hoping like Banu Hakim might take some issue with it, but apparently that's not the case. Resources aren't being sent. Fuck. God.
I'm gonna read the letter.
Read the
Okay.
letter.
I've sent a document to you in our Discord, and indicating the part that you should read. I already read it one time before. I'm not
Why
going
the
to do it
fuck
again.
Is this from Kickstarter?
Shh. Shush. Radio edit. Anyway, while you're doing that, that's a
I
pretty
also
short.
feel like it's probably important that I bring up a small thing that happened earlier. The sheriff is staked and is in a lot of trouble. So I felt like I should probably say that.
Wait,
What?
what?
Yeah. I don't know how far I should go into it and everything, but I just want you guys, one, to trust me, and two, to know that he is staked and probably in someone's basement. But it's cool because I got the third drink on the bitch. So it's fine.
Oh, is this what happened when we were?
Yeah,
oh,
when we went in.
Okay. Alrighty. Cool.
Yeah. All right.
Fucking
Yeah.
deserves it.
Oh, it was.
I hope they put him next to a fucking furnace.
Could you?
Oh, it was so
who's-
fun.
Who staked him?
Oh,
you-
Brandon DeMoss.
I don't know who that is.
Why the fuck did he? Why? Well, he's in on it, but why him specifically?
I mean, oh, you
Fuck.
know.
If anyone would like to roll a wit's insight other than Willow,
Why the fuck not?
I'll roll it. Why not?
I got 3 successes.
Willow, if you would like to roll a manipulation subterfuge.
3.
3.
Two.
Yeah, there's something she's not saying.
Willow.
So I have one. Remember when I said that you should definitely trust me
Mm-hmm.
on this?
I do remember that. I remember,
Remember
that very
that?
clearly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's just I have a plan,
Mm-hmm.
and it involves making them think I'm a mole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's
that's
actually not a bad plan, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so trust me. I don't know. Like, listen. Oh, okay, Madison. What are you gonna say?
I'm trying to figure out how this plays into your asset on their side being in the Toreador Primogen's basement.
Oh, that's fucking sunk for now. He was a bad boy, and now he's gonna be put in a fucking basement for blabbing and fucking running his fucking mouth.
What did he
So,
blab on?
oh, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Same shit you guys always fucking rag on me about.
Do I know?
Wait, now I'm more confused.
I'm more confused, yeah.
The fact that she's using him as a fucking blood slushy.
Why would he tell
Yeah.
it?
Because he's a bitch who likes to brag.
Oh,
He fucking
that's
told all the
true.
Nosferatu that was fucking rawing him. God, it was awful.
Damn it, machismo strikes again.
I know. I don't even know what he told people. He could
Oh,
be
God,
making
that's
shit up. I have
hilarious.
no way to verify anything that he said.
So Dumas
I could pay to
believes it.
figure it out, but I just don't want to. I
Dumas
don't have-
believes it. If Dumas didn't believe it, he wouldn't do anything.
That's right.
You know.
Interesting.
Listen, my intention is to go in and insist that I remain here and stay there. That's my intention.
fine.
Okay.
I mean, I trust you. Whatever you want to
Yeah.
do, just, everything's really fucked up, is all.
It's not as fucked up as it was before, when Hancock told me that I would have to quit this. With Demas, I might be able to persuade him I'm more useful here. He's
Wait,
smart.
so you're planning on doing the whole fucking thing over again?
Doing what over again?
The-
No, not with Demas.
Oh, okay.
That'd be so much harder.
Yeah, it would. That's why I was asking.
No, I'm talking about convincing him that I'm better off here talking to him. Hancock wanted me as a pet over there with him.
Can I just make the very strong suggestion
Yeah.
that no member of the Camarilla ever fucking knows about that letter, except for the one that sent it to you?
I'm sure it's probably going around in other circles.
0% chance we're the only ones who've seen it.
No, I have no doubt about that.
I don't want people here knowing too much. That
high chance that we're the only young anarch coterie that has seen it, and
That's significantly higher chance, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, can I make a suggestion here?
Sure, go ahead.
This is all very interesting and important stuff, but we have a fucking Methuselah to kill tomorrow, so can we, table the other very important stuff until after the super important thing that may actually kill us gets done?
I mean, sure. Do you want to look at the sewer schematic I got?
yes!
All my shit's in order.
Yes,
so
I do.
Yeah, fucking look at it.
Let's do it.
I'm ready. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Nobody in the greater fucking metropolitan area of Atlanta is going to be able to make a goddamn thing happen there tomorrow. So.
Mm-hmm.
So, Cadence, you get a message back eventually,
Mhm.
basically asking when you need it by, because it'll take at least a week.
Oh, god damn it. She's like, need it sooner than that, so no go this time, but that's good. I may hit you up in the future.
Okay.
Well, yeah, no, that's a no-go on the Mind Shield. It can happen, just not on short notice.
Mm-hmm.
So put that in your pocket for later.
Cool. That's really bad.
it's not great.
What about the Ministry? Do they have magic like that?
They, as far as I know, they might. And
I just don't know anything about them.
They have to
Well-
have at least some access to it, even if they're not practitioners themselves.
I mean,
What about that fucking jungle juice thing that we did that one time? That's supposed to help, right?
It will help.
it will help, yeah, but I don't know how much it will help against presence.
While we are talking about that, something I'd like to remind you all. In addition to the more known effects of the Vauldery, the Vauldery that you took seemed to have a boosted effect in that each of you has a pool of dice equal to your total vinculum ratings that you have, which you can draw upon to resist disciplines used upon you.
That's dope.
Yep, I remember
and
that.
you can bolster that by doing the Vauldery again.
We're gonna do the Vauldery again.
Well, yeah, we should definitely do that.
Which, Alex, you know that before doing stuff like that, that is like standard operating procedure.
Yeah.
It's
like a
almost
ritual,
it's very something deep inside of you is hammering at you. We have to do this before going into a fucking firefight because that's just what's done. But yeah, that is a thing.
Right on.
So
I'm gonna go get the cup. Anybody need anything from the closet where I keep the cup?
When it gets, I think I have like a strawberry kiwi Mio in there that you can dump into the chalice.
We'll do. That's it'll give us
Ew.
No,
Don't
it's
do
good.
that.
It's good for digestion.
It's so bad.
It's terrible. We're gonna do it. So I'm gonna go get the cup, and we're gonna perform the Baldry again.
All right. Do you have any words that you'd like to speak for consecrating this rite?
What we're engaging upon tonight, this thing that we have come together to do, there is a likelihood that not all of us are going to walk out of it. We have taken it upon ourselves to engage in the destruction of something much more powerful than us. And we're doing it not out of some misguided sense of attaining glory, not because we have bought into an ideology that makes us do it. We've done it because we've put our roots down in this place. And this place is ours. And we will protect it with everything that we have. So I want you all to know that as we go forward tonight, should I be the one that falls, I do it willingly, at your sides, as my brothers and sisters. For we all are brothers and sisters in the blood that we carry within us, in the magic that sustains us, and in our common purpose. And that's it.
Okay. Does anyone have anything that they'd like to add while the cup is being passed around?
Any more heresy you guys want to throw in there?
Yeah, just a little bit of...
It already feels super Sabatian, so I don't think I want to add any more.
Good call. Good call.
Madison's just gonna say, the movement's got a habit of taking care of elders who've gotten a little too big for their britches. So I think this is it's really on brand for us.
I love it. All right. So without any further ado, we're going to dip into mechanics mode. Everyone but Cadence, roll a d10, please.
What? Oh, right.
You'll get
we
yours
do it
right.
in order.
That's right.
6.
8.
Failed to launch app. I should probably not be using an app, but I am, so stick with me 1 second.
Would you like me to roll you a die, James?
Would you roll me a D10, you grand
James,
person?
you get a 4.
That's neat.
Okay. So, Alex, you make no change on your entry to Cadence. Madison, you add 1 to your Vinculum rating.
Ooh, that's 3 now.
Willow, you add 2 to your Vinculum rating.
I love you, McKenna.
All right. Everyone except Alex, roll a d10.
Everybody
Hey.
rolls a 1.
I got a 10.
8 again.
Yes.
7!
Okay. Cadence, you add 1 to your Vinculum.
Wait, this for Alex?
Yeah, for Alex.
Okay.
Willow and Madison, you add 2.
That puts me at 3 for both of y'all.
Nice.
All
I
right.
have an issue.
Everybody but Willow, roll a d10.
3.
6.
10!
Okay. Cadence, you add 2 to your Vinculum. Alex, you add 1 to your Vinculum to Willow. And Madison, nothing changes.
I only have 1 for Willow, so that's perfect.
It's probably fine, honestly.
And now everyone but Madison, roll a d10.
9.
2. All right. Alex, you add 1 to your Vinculum rating to Madison. Willow, you add 1 as well.
Yep.
I got a 2, so I'm assuming I don't add anything.
Nothing changes there. All right.
That's
so yeah.
fine. You're all about even in my books right now.
So yeah, that increases whatever increases to the total die pool. And once again, as you sort of take this mingled blood into all of you, your specific feelings rise and change as they do, but also this feeling of unity amongst you, this feeling of trust towards the group as a whole is bolstered. And while it might not it might not strengthen you in a traditional way. It does certainly boost your morale and strengthen you in a spiritual way for what is to come. And we are going to fast forward a bit to the next night. I'm going to say that anyone who wants to have fed can do so.
Okay.
I'm not even hungry, and I'm still gonna feed. I
Yeah.
just need to take the edge off.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna let that slide, just to be cool about it. So the plan, as you guys have developed and has been arranged for you, is that you, with backing from some of the East Street boys, are going to be lying in wait in the construction lot of a soon to be built Buc-ee's in South Atlanta, waiting at the exit to a sewer pipe, which is sort of the escape route, the probable escape route from the haven where Carl rests his head for the day and holds sort of private meetings, while a war party of the Sabbat attacks that haven. So there's distance between you and the forces of the Sabbat that gives enough plausible deniability that you're not directly working together.
Mm-hmm.
You are able to get down there with the boys. You have there are 4 of the East Street boys here with you. Trayvon, Scabby is there as well, and two yet to be named Bruja kindred who are there with you. You have gotten a large amount of firepower, some sawed-off shotguns with dragon's breath round, rifle.
Who wants that, by the way? I mean,
I'll take it.
So what I have is I have 2 sawed-off shotguns and 2 high-powered rifles, and one of those are mine.
Mm-hmm.
I should take a shotgun because I'm probably gonna end up being a little more up close and personal.
Mm-hmm. Well, the rest of you. What do you guys
Being
want?
a Ventrue and all.
I got my claws.
Okay, if you
I have a feeling these were made specifically for this purpose.
You might want to. Well, Alex, what do you want?
I'll take a
Well,
shotgun.
here you go.
All right.
Take that. There
Cadence,
you go.
you should at least tote the rifle in case you get separated or you're at a big
It's kind of big.
Oh.
Do you know how to assemble one? Cadence? Okay, my bad. That's probably something I should have taught you. I'm stupid. Whatever.
I punch things. I don't shoot things. It has
Listen.
never ever come up.
I'll
You're not
keep
stupid.
both of them.
You just lack foresight and are very impulsive.
Oh, speaking of foresight, she's gonna look around. Are the East Street boys or any of them? Are they like within earshot?
Yeah, no, they're around. They are. There's basically like 2 spots where they might come out of. Like there's two big openings, like one at sort of the edge of the the construction lot, and one sort of deeper in. And they're at the ones deeper. No, they're at the ones that are like right up front, like
Okay.
the first place where they might come out, and you guys are more deeper into the construction site.
So she's gonna pull you guys into a huddle just to be safe. She's like, okay. So I have the very distinct feeling that this is like getting the ball rolling on something a lot bigger. And whatever that is, like I'm a part of it, I know, and my sister is a part of it, and she's gonna continue to be a part of it. She is important, so if something happens to me, like, you guys have got to keep an eye on her. Okay?
Sure.
Have my word.
And
As a
not just
Faircloth.
because it's for her safety, because somehow whatever's happening in this city, she's like in it, like the center of a web.
Okay.
You have my word
problem.
as a Faircloth that if something happens to you, I will treat her as if she were my own child.
Gotcha. Good. Whew. All right, that'd been bugging me. Sorry.
It's cool. Just tying up loose ends. Now it makes
Mm-hmm.
sense. Write your will.
So, on that topic, there is an envelope in the breast pocket of the third suit from the left in my closet back at the Haven. And if I die, I would like you to look in that envelope, and there's information on 2 people that I would like you all to take care of in my absence.
Gotcha.
Fuck. Okay. Shit. I sent away all my people. It's fine.
I'm not going to die anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, no, you'll probably be okay.
Yeah, plant that fucking death flag right on your head there, mister. Fucking jinx us.
What are you talking about? I'm not familiar with that sort of thing at all.
Alex will definitely put together a little packet of info on his touch.
I love these last will and testaments. These are super cool. It's
And
very grim. Love it.
Okay. So you guys are, having your little powwows and discussing, and then not too terribly far away, you hear the unmistakable sound of an explosion.
Cadence gonna
It
pop those
begins.
claws out.
Okay, make the rouse check for it.
Oh yes, she succeeds.
And sounds of gunfire start to pop off in the night. It's about maybe a block away. These sounds, so you can see, like, you begin to see the light of a fire taking up the night sky over in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I
Cool.
guess we didn't get all dressed up for nothing.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be up somewhere with just like a good range to look at because I have the rifle.
I would like anyone who has Sense the Unseen to roll that for me, please.
Oh, I can do that.
It started back on mine.
Yeah, it should be up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going for me.
Try refreshing.
I'm going.
I got 2 successes, Scotimus.
It's working on this.
2 successes.
Just-
So you see something move through the pipe. You do not see Carl. You see your sister. She has something. She seems like she is like crouched low and moving as though she is trying to be inconspicuous. She has something strapped to her back. She's not a big woman. She's pretty small. And whatever this is, it's a fairly bulky item. It's wrapped in a cloth. And she is sort of stumbling around a little bit. And you actually recognize... actually, go ahead and roll Wit's Insight for me, please.
Okey-dokey.
Alex.
Real quick, are you able to drop your... I get 3 successes on that. Are you able to drop your obfuscate to whoever you want?
I don't know. But you can tell that she is hamming this clumsiness up. She trips every now and then, and it is sort of clear after the 3rd time that she trips in exactly the same direction that she is indicating a specific spot in front of her.
Okay. I'm just gonna pay very close attention to what spot she's trying to indicate.
You don't see anything, but you also sort of notice that you're not, like, when you try and like zoom in on that, like focus in on that spot, like you very specifically just don't see anything, and like you dismiss it almost out of hand.
So as a person with obfuscate, I know what's happening here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I am going to.
Would we have and I forgot to mention this earlier, could we have like earpieces or anything like that?
Sure,
Because
yeah.
I imagine we're going to be spread out.
Mhm.
Probably going to want to talk.
I'm going to start by.
Well, I would. Well, yeah, we never really clarified where you were, Alex, because
Yeah.
Willow was sort of in a vantage point, where I believe Madison and Cadence were sort of amongst the like the various bits of stacks of building materials,
Mhm.
close to this exit of the pipe.
Yeah, I'm going to be close as well.
So
I'll
you're
add
you're up amongst it, yeah.
Yeah.
Madison is making an explicit effort to be near at least one of the East Street boys, preferably Trayvon.
Okay, well they are at like I mentioned before, they are at like another like they're
on a completely separate exit.
no, it's a part of the same pipe. They're maybe about 30 yards away.
Okay. At very least, he is
Keeping an eye.
Basically, I'm trying to make sure that they see.
Mm-hmm. Sure,
Madison wants to make sure they see Madison actually fighting.
You're maintaining sight lines and clout. I get it.
Yes, because I need to earn some points with them.
Cool.
Um,
So yeah.
Utilizing my performance skills,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to perform in a way where I am indicating to Eliza that I don't see what she's pointing at without alerting whatever it is that is clearly looking at me right now.
Okay, give me a manipulation performance roll.
I got lots of dices. Not lots, but not a little. 4 successes.
4 successes. Okay. You see her stop and like you see her like trying to like you see her like wave her hands and obviously trying to get some attention, and then they change direction and head to essentially a small ladder that leads them out of the pipe into the yard.
Okay.
But you don't see anything change as far as what you can and can't see.
Okay.
Now I will say,
I'm sorry.
the rest of you don't
Mhm.
see a damn thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Utilizing what I hope is some form of silent communication, text or something, I'm going to send out to the group. Eliza is here. She's with someone. I can't see whoever she's with, though.
Jeez.
Where?
I indicate. I assume that Madison is brilliant and like we have like a map or something.
Yeah, you have a general like loadout. Let's see, what would be a good roll? Give me a wits streetwise to kind of can easily convey the positioning.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you can give that,
One
you can-
success.
if you can indicate to Willow that she needs to take a shot in front of someone, you just have to make the call and she'll take the shot. But
Would you like to roll spend a point of willpower, Alex?
I would like to do that.
So
Yeah.
you can re-roll 3 of your black dice.
Neat. Let's see if that works better. Add another success.
Okay. It's not exact, Willow, but he
Mhm.
gives you a general location where he says that someone is. Like you like there's a like they're by a stack of rebar that he's able to identify, but he's not able to convey in a meaningful way where exactly you would need to take a shot at is.
Cool. With my rifle, how many rounds do I have to reload after each one?
No, it's got a
3 rounds.
3-round magazine.
All right, I'm going to take 3 shots in a row in front of her. I hopefully I'll hit something with one of these shots.
Okay. Make your first shot. Are you utilizing the powers of the blood here?
I probably am. Let me just take a look at which one would be the best. Huh.
Probably rapid. I think
Rapid
maybe
reflex.
Yeah.
Would rapid? Well, yeah, it would count. I think.
Yeah, I would say that would allow you to work the action. So it's basically to empty the magazine.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, so I have these, and let me roll to rouse that. Wait, is rapid reflex a passive skill?
I believe it is.
Do you have it open?
You can activate it with. It doesn't require expenditure of anything.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Because I have it as well.
All
No
right.
penalty to defense for lack of cover, and minor actions up to 2 dice per turn, such as readying or reloading a weapon for free.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey.
Is this for each? Am I gonna roll for each or what?
Yeah, give me
the
just
first
give me
one?
the results of your first roll, please.
My first one is 3.
3 successes. Okay. Need to make a roll for something real quick. Yeah, the shot goes off. Everyone obviously hears it.
Oh yeah.
And it doesn't seem to hit anything.
All right, next one. Baby. Okay, this one's already
Madison's
looking
like,
better.
What?
Oh, this one's looking much better. All right. 5.
5 successes. Okay.
Jeez.
All right. Yeah, that second shot, which is sort of it goes off almost immediately after the second one, the first one. You see it impact because you see 2 figures appear. One of them is rocked in the is rocked in the shoulder by a bullet. You see Eliza, whom all of you recognize, and a figure that only one of you recognizes. This man is... In life, he clearly didn't pay any mind to his health or general upkeep. He has a very, very slovenly demeanor to him. Like he's got a very patchy beard. He's got very ratty hair that seems to be like halfway through some elaborate styling maneuver intended to conceal just how much of his hair he's lost. He's wearing a stained wife beater t-shirt and like Armani slacks. Is what he's wearing. And he seems to have been nicked by this bullet. And
Cool.
Something happens. Nice.
Oh boy, here it comes.
Just as he is sort of very quickly recovering himself, all of your senses are sort of overwritten, and you are no longer where you are. You are still outside, but the venue has shifted significantly. And it's not a coherent place. There seems to be 2 different venues or arenas coexisting in this place. It is at once a sort of open air May Day courtly festival with all the trimmings of sort of an of a of a medieval French Renaissance um, like May Day festival,
Mm-hmm.
and at the same time, it is the gathering of the Juggalos.
My
Those,
favorite thing.
Well, we lost. That's it.
yeah, no, there's no hope. Yeah,
It's
so
really funny.
yeah, there are dozens of people around, dancing, laughing, drinking. Um, you know, some of them are drinking wine out of fine like wooden carved goblets, and others are chugging Fago and Schlitzmark liquor. Uh, that you have people in fancy gowns with clown makeup, um, and people wearing like the rattiest of street clothes with finest wigs and coiffed hairs, corsets, both of the goth variety and of the Renaissance variety. It is a mishmash of these things, and uh, sitting atop what is both a finely ornate carved chair and a pile of junk is Carl. And he seems to be holding court amongst all of these revelers. All of you are under the effects of majesty.
Yep. You have no choice but to look at him.
Well, no, you are in the you feel as though you are in the presence of a near divine figure.
Yeah.
The thought of attacking this man is the farthest thing from your conscious mind. You're still in there. You still know what you're here to do,
You don't want to hurt
but your mind rebels against the concept of hurting him.
Okay. Is there any role we can make, specifically those of us with unswayable mind,
Indeed, there
to
is.
try to shake this? Also, there's specifically for Cadence. I remember when we did the thing with Victoria Ash, and she was sort of being manipulated by an elder.
Yes.
Was like Cadence felt some weird stuff with that,
You
like
did.
sort of like an instinctual thing. Does she get anything like that here?
With Victoria Ash, you felt the distinct impression that the being that you were confronted with and whatever it was that was sort of at your back,
Mm-hmm.
that there was some sort of personal connection and personal distaste involved.
Okay.
You do not feel that here.
Okay.
So you are uncertain if the properties of your claws that manifested themselves on that night will manifest here.
No choice but to try.
So, the way Majesty works is if you wish to attack or move against this being in any way, each time you try, you will have to roll Resolve Composure versus a roll of Mine. A win allows 1 turn of freedom plus 1 point per margin, 1 per point of margin, and a crit allows you freedom for the entire scene.
Okay.
So, Cadence and Madison are the closest to Carl. And Cadence, because you guys were in it to win it. Alex, I'm saying you would probably taken a step back to try and assess things. So you are slightly farther away, and Willow, you are at range.
Yeah. Did when the arena sort of changed, did Carl at all seem to teleport, or did his throne go up exactly where I had graced him with the bullet? Firefly.
he doesn't. You can't say for certain. Reality just kind of shifted around you, but he doesn't seem to have moved a significant amount of distance from where you are.
Where
Hey,
I
Scott,
where I grazed him.
Mm-hmm.
as a Malkavian, do I have any idea what the hell he just did? What this power is?
Give me well, hold on. We're gonna go with Cadence and Madison first.
Yeah.
And
sorry.
then I will get to you.
Wait, what was that rule again?
It is your resolve and composure. Your benefits from unswayable mind can certainly apply, and you can pull dice from your Vauldery to do that as well.
And the pool is equal to the sum of our ratings.
The
for
sum
other
of your
members.
vinculum.
Okay, does that go? Is that like a permanent loss to that rating?
It does not affect the Vauldery rating itself, but those dice are gone until the end of the story.
Okay, so
Or you could do the
I have a
Vauldery
total of 7 now, so
Mhm.
if I used 1, then that would be gone until we start a new arc.
Mm-hmm.
Or do
Gotcha.
the Volder.
Or do the Vauldery again.
Okay, fair enough. All right, I think I'm gonna do that. Actually, that sounds like a real good idea.
Great idea.
One.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know
gonna
what?
spend 4 dice.
I just rolled a shit ton of dice, and
Big money, no whammies.
actually, I'm gonna spend a ton of willpower. So what did you roll, Cadence?
I am going to spend a willpower to re-roll a couple of those dice.
Okay.
Okay, so 5.
5 successes.
Ooh, yellow.
Yeah.
Okay, so I spent 4 from my Voldery pool to roll a total of 12 dice, and I got 8 successes with a crit.
Jesus.
Okay, noted. Remember that because I need to roll for you for your specific action. Cadence, you are almost able to rouse out of this stupor. It's unthinkable. You think the thought, and then you are reminded that it is unthinkable that you could even deign to harm this person. But it rouses up in you. All right, so Madison, you rolled 8 with a crit.
8 with a crit, yep.
All right. Jesus Christ.
I decided to go for the crit early,
Mm-hmm.
because that's the whole scene if I can make it stick.
Indeed, it is.
Tactics. Also, it's just very in character for the Ventrue to be the one who's like, no.
Too tough for this shit, yeah.
Would you like to
Fuck
roll
off.
willpower?
Do I have to do that before I know whether I have enough?
I'm telling you right now that you do not have enough.
Oh, okay, then
Yikes.
I'm gonna re-roll these 3 ones.
I got basically the exact opposite of
Fucking powerful.
Okay,
okay.
that moves me up by 2 more.
So you got
rolling the 3 ones. Now I have 10.
10. Would you like to succeed at a cost?
Yeah, hell yes!
Hell
Yes, of course!
Okay. You are able to act. You critically succeed. You're still in this weird space, but that's no god. That's no monster. That's no divine monster. That is a fucking Sabbat asshole popped up on Methuselah juice.
That's Carl the idiot.
That is
nothing
Carl the idiot, who is a true idiot, and you may take an action.
else. So I'm gonna bide my time.
Okay.
So basically, he wanted to get out from under it as soon as possible,
Mm-hmm.
but he's not actually going to capitalize on that mental freedom
Okay.
until the right moment.
Okay.
So symbolically, he does something like maybe jiggles the safety on the shotgun,
Sure.
or something that symbolically represents not succumbing completely, but he doesn't like open fire yet.
So as
Yeah.
you're taking your time, and as you're sort of marshaling yourself and reveling in your freedom from this effect, you cannot help but notice something. you notice that object, because you see Eliza as well, and you see the object that I described strapped to her back.
Could you repeat that? I'm very sorry.
Sorry.
Knock at the door.
No problem. As you're taking your time and readying yourself and reveling in the freedom from this power, you notice something. You notice the object that was strapped to Eliza's back. In the chaos and in the shifting of reality, the cloth has come off of it. And you recognize it immediately. It is a mirror. It is the same mirror that you saw in your vision when you were beneath the ground in the botanical garden.
Mm.
It is the item. And for the remainder of the scene, that you are under the effects of awe for that item. You can never take your attention off of it. It is always going to be a part of your economy of attention.
Sounds good.
And yeah, it is present in your mind.
I'm gonna get it.
Alex, so
Yeah.
you're trying to figure out what the fuck is happening.
Yep.
Intelligence occult, please.
Yes. No, that many dice. Okay. 3 successes.
As best as you can figure out, this is some sort of unholy amalgam ability between presence, like master level presence, and the Malkavian signature ability of dementation.
Okay.
It's some power that requires mastery over both of them. That is essentially just able to mentally overwrite an area to provide confusion and provide a disconnect between what's real and what's not. It doesn't have what would be considered a mechanical effect, but it does allow for all degrees of fuckery for those who can exploit it.
Okay.
So yeah. Willow.
She does not have any sort of mental combat against this.
I mean, you can
aside
roll
from
your
the
resolve
naked-
composure and pull from
Yeah.
your vinculum.
I mean, let's see. Resolve composure. Ooh. Yikes. Let's see. 3.
Hey, can I well, before she resolves
Mhm.
that, can I
Yeah.
while she's doing that and I'm sort of figuring out what's going on, I'm going to turn towards Willow and I'm going to say, you have to give in to the chaos that's around you. What he's doing right now is nothing that is normal. Even kindred aren't supposed to be able to do what he's doing. He's an agent of chaos, and if you look at chaos like the nucleus, and I'm just going to rattle a bunch of shit that sounds super crazy,
Mm-hmm.
but if she actually listens to me, she may once for the rest of the story re-roll the entire pool to try to break his majesty.
Gotcha.
You're
Okay.
beloved.
What did you roll?
I had gotten 3 on that first one. But
Okay.
fuck.
Would you like to either use that ability or spend some willpower?
I could chance to. Thing is, I don't have a big pool. Like
Okay.
that was pretty much my whole pool, and so I'm almost hesitant to re-roll it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather use willpower.
Okay.
Let me see. All right, let me get those 2. Yes. All right.
How much total?
I'm at 4 now.
4 now?
Those are
All
all
right.
the dice I had. Yep.
You are free to act for 1 action. So you're hearing what Alex is saying, but your eye is on the prize, and you're able to pierce it for a moment. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the shot at
Take a shot.
taking the shot at Carl.
Shoot your shot.
All right. And then I can, with rapid reflexes, do I just add my celerity?
Yeah. Well,
Cool.
I think rapid reflexes adds to
What is it? Non-combat. Gotcha.
non-combat actions. Yeah.
Cool.
There's a specific there's a specific power. I think it's like aim that allows you to use your celerity for combat actions.
Yeah, I think so too.
It might be an amalgam with Auspex, but
Oh, fuck. 6.
okay. Yeah, you score a solid hit on him. He takes one in the chest.
Come on, Dragonfire. Give me a little smoke, baby.
Well, this is you're hitting with the rifle here.
Yeah.
This isn't Dragon's Breath, but
yeah.
it's a palpable hit.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts him bad. So yeah, you guys see the East Street boys running up to the scene. They're not quite there yet, but as they're running, they're like looking around them, obviously like seriously disconcerted with this new version of reality. Yeah, these Renaissance juggalos are really fucking with their heads. I'm gonna make a roll for someone else.
Hey.
1 second.
Eliza, who was like standing in like perfect, dutiful attendant mode, turns her head, pulls out a SMG, and unloads into Carl.
Fuck yeah.
And you, Alex, you hear over the cobweb, for only the second time, you hear her voice, and she is just screeching in a combination of joy and like ugly cry.
I know that feeling.
Yeah, I call it Friday.
She like Carl like dips behind the throne and is nicked by one of the bullets, but doesn't seem to take a significant hit. Cadence.
All right. In her mind, she is thinking, she's like, okay, I do not like this feeling. And I have these fancy claws, and I am being prevented from using them. And so she's like, I don't want to say she's like praying, but she's thinking, hey, Lilith, you bitch, you gave me these things to damage. Like, what the shit? Like, help me out here. And so she is going to try to break that again, and she's gonna pull a couple more from her Valdery pool.
Make the roll.
Okay. Okay. All right then.
How many successes?
That is 8 with a crit.
8
Oh,
with a crit.
God.
You feel like sort of a tingle in your claw. And there's a moment where you feel as though there might be a well of power to draw upon,
Mm-hmm.
but your own will is sufficient.
Mm-hmm.
Not only do you break through, you know you did it on your own.
All right, she'll take it.
And in that moment, you feel like your mother is smiling at you.
Oh, that's a weird feeling. She does not have good memories of her mom.
Not
But
that
This
mom.
is new and strange and what?
It's genuine.
Oh my god.
Like, it is genuine pride and a genuine motherly affection.
Wow, okay. We're gonna table that for later. Process that at a separate time. I want to
and
soaring leap over to where Carl is.
You are free from the scene. You critted. You're free from the scene. You utterly overwhelmed it.
Thank you. All right.
So you soaring leap over and you can make an attack.
Oh, phenomenal. Okay. What do you want me to roll here? Strength and
Dex brawl, please.
Dex brawl. Okay. Awesome.
Actually, no, strength brawl. You're right.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same pool now.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah, no,
Because thank you for rouse checks.
Indeed.
That's not great. It's 2.
2.
And I don't know if the claws give any bonus to kindred. I knew they do against humans.
They do against humans, but they are. Yeah. Yeah, you don't. It's not a strong blow, but you do rake the claws across him.
Okay.
All right, Madison.
Up close and personal.
All right, so between last turn and I also would like to spend this turn basically trying to act as if I'm still under the influence and use that to get a sight line on him behind his cover.
Okay, that is perfectly doable.
So what need I roll for that, if anything?
No, if you're just using your action to do that, then that's your action to do that. You have a strong sightline. He's occupied.
Perfect.
So you basically, the next time you have an action, you are going to be, unless something radically changes, you've got a straight shot to him.
Perfect. And he's like keeping an eye on Carl, but then in the background is the mirror, so he's keeping the sight line on both of them, hoping to maybe be able to set up a 2-for-1 kind of deal.
Okay. You're able to keep the mirror in sight. You're not sure if like shooting it.
Oh no, I don't want to hit it.
Okay, yeah, no, yeah, you can definitely keep it in sight. Like you're compelled to keep it in sight.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, you have a strong sight line set up and ready to go. Alex.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to do a couple of things, and they're going to both be kind of fucking weird. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to try my level damned best to get through His Majesty for just a moment.
Okay, that is your resolve composure.
All right. And I'm going to use my whole dice pool. What is the dice pool that we get for the Voldery?
It is your total vinculum bonds.
Okay. I'm going to use the whole thing.
Okay.
And so that's actually a really good roll. Okay, and
Interesting thing about this system, it's impossible not to get a crit if you roll 11 or more dice. Wait, that's completely wrong.
Yeah, no, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You have to roll two
So-
10s.
I'll explain later why that happened, but it's because I play too many goddamn tabletop games.
Yep.
So what I'm doing, Scott, I'm re-rolling one of the dice that came up as a failure using the level 2 of the Vicentisana lore sheet.
Okay.
Then I'm spending the willpower to re-roll 3 more, and I came up with a grand total of 8 successes.
Any crits on that roll?
No
Nope.
crits.
Okay. You are able to pierce through the majesty and act unfettered for a single action.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my performance to make it clear to Carl that I got them where he wanted them, and I'm ready to take the final steps in becoming his preferred child. And I'm going to step forward and give my hand to him in a sort of beseeching gesture to get him to give me his hand, his wrist, so that I can take that shot of blood to make me his.
Okay. Roll me manipulation performance, please.
All right.
Got this.
See if there's anything that I can do to make that a better roll. It's still a pretty good roll, but
Willpower always helps.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I have 7 dice before I do anything.
It's not a bad place to be at.
And I got 7 successes.
Nice.
All right. Give me one moment to look something up.
This is my one thing.
Okay. I get
This is
you.
Good at.
No, I was
It's-
telling them.
It's a good thing.
All
I-
in.
I'm glad that you guys have already figured out what I'm doing here. Because I thought you guys were going to be like, oh, fucking murder Alex immediately.
No, of course not.
Dude, we just we just did the Valdery thing again. I think we're all pretty confident that you have some semblance of an idea of what you're doing.
Yeah.
How many successes did you get?
I got 7.
7. He got 6.
Ooh.
Cool.
Love it.
Bamboozled.
So
So-
does he, in fact, give me his hand to drink from?
He comes out from his cover. And it seems like his world has contracted to you.
Okay.
Madison, this gives you an even better sightline
Hell
for
yeah.
this thing, and he comes down with more grace and poise than you thought he was possible of. And he makes a motion with his hands that rakes his claws, his fingernails across both of his wrists, and offers them out to you as he's coming towards you.
Cool. I take a mouthful of his blood, I frenzy, and I break his blood bond. So I don't know how that is going to affect what has happened to him, but I hope it has some effect.
That's very interesting.
I was hoping that would be very interesting.
Oh no, that certainly is very interesting.
So I would love to blow his fucking head off in the fraction of a moment that the power of the Methuselah is denied to him.
Yeah, I call upon Vicentisana to return him to his initial state. And we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Reality resumes.
Oh.
You're in the Buckies.
Take me back.
Yeah, you're in the construction lot of the soon to be constructed Buckies.
God damn it.
It's not less distressing.
Yeah. Alex, I need you to roll your strength brawl.
Oh no.
I believe in you.
So I'll roll this single die real quick. That is a failure.
Oh.
I mean, it probably was a hunger die.
Yeah,
So it's just a failure, not a bestial.
it was just a failure.
All right. Um. Yeah, he that poise and that grace leave him as he just roils back and like so many drunk fathers uh, roundhouses you in the jaw.
Sure.
You take 2 superficial damage. But you're in the middle of a frenzy, so that really doesn't fucking matter to you.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna bite his foot.
Yeah. But
I'll
yeah,
bite your butt.
Feels right.
but
Feels
yeah.
right. Feels
So
natural.
you see Alex. You see this little tableau go off, and you see Alex like on the ground with Carl above him. And I'm gonna do a thing real quick. Yeah, Eliza pumps a few rounds into him. Cadence.
Okay, so he's probably got his back to her at this moment.
Oh yeah, he does, and you're not under the effects of majesty at all.
Fantastic.
do.
This is beautiful. Is there such thing as a called shot in this system? Because I don't remember.
Not really. I don't think so. Just what are you
Okay.
doing?
Well, because she was going to try to get, specifically between his ribs in the back to try to get through to his heart. Not that it's staking, but she's
mean,
got
that's-
some very long claws, and that'll do a lot of damage.
That's just an attack roll, yeah.
Okay. So I know in, like, other editions of World of Darkness and Chronicles of Darkness, like, you could take penalties to
Yeah,
increase...
nah,
Yeah.
nah.
Alrighty. Cool.
It's not going to have any additional effect like a stake would, so
Okay.
yeah. So just make a dot roll.
That would be 4.
4. Okay, yeah, you dig your claws into his back.
And she's like probably saying like, "Get the fuck off my Malkavian, you juiced up bag of dicks."
Indeed. And like you lift him up the ground slightly. And he just like is like twisting around trying to figure out what's happening to his back. Madison.
I think this is the perfect time for his obviously still enthralled, weak-willed buddy to get right up behind him and fire off a shotgun point blank into the back of his head.
Do it.
I have a very poor pool for this, unfortunately. Well, it's not very poor. It's actually pretty decent for World of Darkness. I got 2 successes.
Yeah, you crack off a round of burning phosphorus shotgun blast. It definitely fucks him up pretty good. His shitty hair full of product is on fire. And he is just sort of thrashing at the end of Cadence's claws while this conflagration burns him. Willow.
I'll use rapid reload to look
Do it.
really cool by pumping the slide one extra time before my turn's over.
Willow, what's up?
I'm gonna take a shot off at the dude's head.
Yeah.
Listen, we're just gonna have to load as many bullets into this guy as we can until something.
On this fucking round, yeah.
Because I have a feeling that doesn't last.
No, I don't think so either.
You just send his ass to the fucking Shadow Realm while we can.
Beloved.
Tell me your roll.
The double stars ones.
Those
if you
are-
get more than one,
That
what
is
does
a crit.
count as? I got 2 double stars and then 3 normal ones. So what
So you
is
have
that?
seven successes because a crit,
counts
you
as
add
an
the 2 dice
extra.
together and they're both worth 4 total.
Okay, then
yeah.
yeah, because I got
Holy
that's
shit.
a great roll.
So yeah, you put one between his like upper vertebrae,
Mm-hmm.
and his neck just kind of isn't there anymore.
Keep going, guys. Listen.
the head just sort of lolls off, and while still on Cadence's claws, still on fire, standing above a scrapping, snarling Alex, he begins to collapse into dust.
Y'all better shoot that dust.
Alex?
I guess my sister is the closest thing to me.
Excellent.
No, she's actually a little bit a ways. The closest
I think it
thing
might be Cadence.
is Cadence.
I'm gonna try to take a chunk out of Cadence's ass.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll your hunger goes up by 1, by the way.
Oh, cool.
And roll your strength brawl plus 1.
And I don't. I've already taken my action, so I
Yeah.
assume I don't.
Nope.
He's just.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
Well, these are both hunger dice.
Actually,
We're
no.
gonna call that
This is technically the top of the round. So
Oh. Okay.
I got a messy critical.
oh boy.
Okay.
So you could make a what? How are you responding to Alex coming for your ankle?
Oh, your fucking ankle. Oh god. I'm such a nerd.
She's probably going to if he's coming for her lower half, she's probably gonna try to jump on top of him.
Okay.
She's no.
Roll Dex Brawl for me, please. Then.
Okay. This is where karma's a bitch.
What happened?
Oh, how bad.
Oh, did you roll a messy?
I rolled a failure with a skull.
Oh
Ooh.
boy.
Oh no.
You're about to fucking knock out some teeth. Shit.
I mean, it means he kicks my ass is what happens.
Or something else bad happens that's even more embarrassing.
Yeah, right?
All right. Hold on.
Fuck.
I love any time that the storyteller has to be like, I really don't even know how to deal with this.
Oh
right
no,
now. It's always
I
my
do.
favorite moment.
I do, but it just means I have to look some shit up. Roll a d10 for me, Cadence.
Just a straight D10?
Just a straight d10.
Okay, alright. 7.
Boop, boop, boop. Where is this system?
Oh, Christ. Survived the Methuselah, only to get offed by her own party member.
Womp womp.
For what it's worth, I think even with a crit, he's too much of a nerd to actually kill you.
Yeah, how many
Shit.
successes did you roll, by the way, Alex?
2.
2. Okay. Oh my.
So 4 because it's a crit.
Oh shit.
Oh, 4, yeah.
She's just too distracted by the dust blowing in the wind.
Okay. Roll your unspent willpower for me, please, Cadence.
Oh no.
Fuck.
Not a great roll for me.
I'm not feeling great about this, yeah.
Neither am I. I have 2 dice and neither of them got anything.
Shit.
Okay, you're also in frenzy.
Mhm.
Oh no!
No.
However, Alex,
Yeah.
you latch down onto her, and you are able to slake some of your hunger on
Oh,
her
cool.
blood. Yeah, Cadence, you are gripped by unbelievable rage. And indescribable pleasure at the same time.
My bad.
So you're just kind of you're locked in place for a moment while Alex gets at your fucking Achilles tendon and gulps down a bit of your vitae.
And just for flavor, because Gangrel and all that, I imagine her face elongates a little bit as,
Oh, yeah.
you know, yeah, because, you know, junkyard dog and, you know, maybe some fur there. Maybe a little bit.
So, Madison.
Yep, I'm getting that mirror.
Yeah, while all this is going on, you are drawn to the mirror. It is taking up now the entirety of your attention. And
I'm just gonna blast her. Madison's just gonna blast her.
Oh no!
I mean, no, what? Who
The
are you going to
mirror?
blast?
No, her.
Eliza.
My
Yeah.
sister, What?
I mean, she's not in front of the mirror at all. It's just sort of leaning up against something.
Oh, I thought she was still carrying it.
No,
I
she's not
misunderstood
carrying
that
it.
this whole- Oh, well then I'm absolutely just going directly to the fucking mirror.
I need you to roll intelligence and composure. Oh, yeah, intelligence and composure.
Okay.
This is definitely a discipline that you're being affected by.
Okay.
You do not get the benefit of your unswayable mind, though.
Right, because it's direct Ventrue fuckery. All right, I'm gonna dump the remainder of my pool since the guy is fucking dead. I hope, and that'll give me 10 dice. Yeet. That is 5 successes.
Would you like to roll willpower?
I'm gonna go ahead and say that I'm gonna roll some rerolls. Seems like a good idea. Cool. All right. So only one of them became a success, but it became a 10, which completes a crit for me. Which,
Okay.
so mathematically, that would bring me up to 8.
So what happens while this scene behind you is going basically completely unnoticed? You see that that mirror. Now that you're looking at it and have a look at it, it's clearly not made of glass.
Mm-hmm.
This is more of a polished metal type situation. So the reflection isn't perfect. But it is still highly polished, very shiny metal. But you see it shimmer. And you see one of the symbols carved into the wooden frame light up. And it's the symbol that it's very primitive symbolism. But it's very clearly like the horizon before dawn. And you feel the power of summon being used upon you.
Oh.
And you know who's using it.
Mm-hmm.
You know that this is the child who you were in that vision. The one that got away from the family. And the emotions that are coming to you. Because you know he's thousands of miles away, and yet he's right there through that mirror. And you are feeling all of the emotions of family, of a place at the table, of a position in a true, respected Ventrue house that older than the Camarilla. And although you're able to resist the power, you know you have but to step through and be a part of a true lineage of Clan Ventrue once again. And you see that pictograph begin to shift one to the right as the image of before dawn starts to transition to dawn itself. you know your time is limited to accept this offer and capitalize upon it.
So he's gonna look back and just kind of look at everybody for a moment, which would be a good opportunity for people to interface with this before the decision is made. Hint, hint.
Yeah, so the two of you are in frenzy. Willow, where is your attention right now?
Probably the frenzy. The two people frenzying is where my attention was at.
Okay, what would you be doing about it?
Honestly, once old boy started crumbling to dust, I feel like Willow was like, all right, time to make sure my helicopter is landing nearby.
Okay.
And so I don't know how aware she is of Madison getting real close on that mirror. And
So it looks like none of them are even paying attention, Madison. They're caught up in their whatever it is that they're caught up in.
What
Yeah.
about the East Street boys? Are they close?
They're getting there, but they
I'm
seem to
hoping
be
that they'll break you guys
yeah,
up.
they seem to be descending on the two of you. So that matter is going to resolve itself, Madison.
Listen, you do what
So-
you gotta do, man.
There's a very clear moment where he kind of like, can he put his hand on it without going through, like just kind of feeling it?
Mm-hmm.
So he
It
puts
feels
his hand
almost
on,
insubstantial, but
and,
cold.
like, clearly like presses on it a little bit, just testing it.
It gives way like it's not there, and you feel on the tips of your fingers a different temperature, like the slightly cool pre-dawn air of some other place. And you feel another hand touch yours. Not grasping it, but more like moving into a handshake.
I say into my earpiece, the helicopter's going to be coming in.
So Madison is gonna kind of like press but not accept. He's just gonna kind of press his hand against the other person's hand. Maybe even slightly indirectly implying a grasp. And then he's going to look back again at the Malkavian who just bit a fucking Methuselah's wrist and then turned it into effectively a glorified street fight. And the Gangrel with the distorted Lilim claw that is about to go batshit on that poor nerd. And the Toreador with daddy issues, who has nonetheless stayed loyal to everything she said she was going to do, despite Madison being 100% sure that she would turn tail. And then he's going to look back at the mirror and say simply, there are many nights to come, but they need me here. I'm sorry.
And when you're halfway through that sentence, that warm, avuncular grip becomes a vice grip, and you are pulled through.
No.
And that's where we're going to end for the evening.
Rip.
So
Well,
we're going to have...
Not my boy.
So,
you guys should know that I went out thinking of you and how fucked you would be if I left.
Indeed.
We are.
So,
so
Dylan, I'm going to let you explain.
Oh, yeah. So unfortunately, I am not going to be able to play in this game anymore. I've got a change of schedule at work. It's for the best for mental health and for professional health and for the people around me. But the unfortunate side effect is that the real world must conquer yet another enjoyable fantasy, and I will not be able to continue playing.
Well, you are going to be dearly missed by me, I know, by our viewers who are Madison fans. And the door is still open for Madison to make an appearance, either
Yeah.
permanently
Some
or
cameos.
temporary. Indeed.
And hopefully, that'll be a thing that does manifest. So
We all hope and pray that that is the case. What the future holds for the coterie, we're going to leave as a big question mark for now. We are not yet at the end of the arc. That will be next game. But yeah, so does anyone have anything they'd like to plug before we leave the stream? Ran a little bit long.
Before we plug, I just want to say this was a fantastic game. You as a storyteller, allowing that thing to work and just giving poor little Malkavian nerd the economy of cool for just a moment. Super freaking cool, man.
Absolutely.
Really awesome.
Thank you very much. I thought long and hard about the various ways that this could go down, and I hoped it was a satisfying way to wrap up this arena. But yeah, so does anyone have anything they'd like to shill for our corporate or overlords who may or may not be ourselves?
Activate the shill engine.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, I have a Facebook page where I do art. It is MCK Does Art on Facebook. I have some, possibly have some medical expenses coming up that my insurance will not cover. It is nothing life-threatening, but it is something I would like to happen. So if people could throw some money my way, that would be awesome.
Cool.
I will be appearing, or I had a guest slot on Valor Academy at a Surprise Round RPG. So if you want to see me take part in a gay love confession, it's there, and it was wonderful.
And the answer is yes, you do want to see that.
Yeah, I definitely want to see that.
You do. It was great.
I believe the link to that Twitch channel is already in the show notes, so enjoy that. James, anything you want to add?
Hold on. I was feeling it was. Oh yeah. So we are the Midnight World, the horror game that we hope will more appropriately and safely explore themes of mental health disorders and mental distress. We did have to push our Kickstarter back because when we first set it for February 14th, we didn't realize we were setting it right in the middle of Zine Quest 2 over on Kickstarter. And I don't want to have to ask people to make a choice between supporting a bunch of really cool indie artists and supporting us. So we're going to push our Kickstarter back to March 4th. It's going to run for 30 days. We really, really would love, before we click go on that Kickstarter, we would love to have 400 followers on Facebook. We're at 200 right now. So come to our page, The Midnight World, on Facebook, or you can search us, The Midnight World, over on Twitter and find us. Come check us out. We think it's pretty cool.
I agree. I had a blast playing in it on the stream that we did here, and look forward to playing some more.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Dylan, anything you want to say to the world before you leave us?
So this will be the last time that I can take care of this. So you guys are going to have to do it for me from here on out.
Well, let's await that to the very end, because I have some patrons to thank. I was just wondering if you had anything to plug.
Oh, well, I love all you guys. That's what I want to plug.
Okay, fantastic.
Miss you so
All
much,
right,
man.
so I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of my patrons and my players. Especially, I would like to thank Ms. Mo Ferrer, Mr. James Davey, Mrs. Abby Peterson, Mr. David Haddad, Mr. Eric Ramos, and Mr. Michael Tyson, all my $5 patrons. And thus, I am, we're in love now, and I'm your husband. So figure it out. But anyway, yeah, so if you want to support the show, please go to patreon.com/simulacrastudios. You'll support this show. You'll support D&D, which is about to start streaming soon. That's a show that we are pre-recording. But it's very, very fun. It's based on the Acquisitions Incorporated version of the Forgotten Realms. And we are slowly but surely making our way to the premiere of the Trinity Continuum Aeon game, which was the Besides vampire, the reason I started this channel. So look forward to that. Look forward to information on the Patreon. You can also subscribe to us on Twitch, and that will help the studio as well. It will also bring all the money that is waiting in my Twitch account, because apparently you don't get any money unless you make $100.
Yep, you have to hit 100 before they'll cash you out.
Yeah, I know. That's weird. So, like, I have opinions about that, but anyway.
Oh, it's garbage.
Yeah. But anyway, so that's what I have to say. We'll be back next week for the finale of the arc, which will no doubt have some emotions regarding what's happened.
Next week or the week after?
The week after, sorry. You're right. Yes, the week after, we'll have the finale of the arc. But let's do it for real this time, Dylan.
All right, well, let's all do it together
Okay,
this time.
all right.
Can we all do it
On
together?
three?
Sure, all right.
Because you guys have to. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Fuck
Nazis!
Absolutely. Bye-bye, everyone.